Right. Right. Oh, well, the two people have a little ghost. Nobody in the chat yet. Um, well, since that moron has banned me from his chat because he didn't like what I was saying, decided I needed to do another quick live just to put my point across. Whether it gets um, any attention of the dozy twonk, I don't know. But he's thick. Hey, Mr. BB, good to see you, brother. Doggo afternoon, mate. Good afternoon. You phoned me again. Good to see you. Balan, good afternoon, mate. Yeah. You just I seen you come for a bike. Come back for a 40-mile bike or a bike ride. I'm just doing this because Nathan banned me. Wouldn't let me. Hey, November man. He wouldn't let me speak in this. Kicked me out. Decided to get his old friend up there to try and help him out. So you know. Hey, Di. Good afternoon. Hope you're well. So yeah, Nathan, I know you will be listening, or if you're not listening, you need to listen. I've not spoke about it for a long time. You made a live, you spoke about me getting involved with this thing that's going on with Michelle and Babs for a long time. Chris the Brick. Let me knock that volume. You made a live, you spoke about me getting involved with this thing that's going on with Michelle and Babs. Telling me it's none of my business. Okay. But then again, you do the same thing. You're interfering. You keep on saying it's nobody's business, but that's all you do is talk about other people's business. Now, I don't want to dwell on this, Nathan. I don't want to keep on going on about it. Just keep me out of your silly mouth. Because I don't talk about you. There's no need for you to talk about me. But if you want to keep it going, I'm quite willing to keep it going. I'll type smaller words in your chat so you're able to read them. Because I know you can't read properly. So a Big Mac UK, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, it just amazes me. He keeps saying people interfering, and that's all he does. Every single live of his, he's talking about other people. Every single live. He just said, "Oh, I wonder." They won't come in and just talk about, like, have a chat and talk about things. You never do it. You never ever do it. You just fucking moan about other people. And I still, to this day, I've asked you 3 times or 4 times. You put up that comment where Vincent called you an N, and then I believe it. I'll say to Vincent, you shouldn't have fucking said it. It's out of order. But you've not once put it up. You keep saying he said it, and you keep saying that the ginger ring thing is calling you an N. The ginger ring thing was put up. It's a biscuit. We all know it's a biscuit. It was put up because you played into it, and they were teasing you with it. But you keep thinking it's referring to you being an N. It's bullshit. It's all in your head. Put up a Vincent called you the N word. Put it up. And I will, next time I see Vincent, I will say, Vincent, I was bang out of order. But you haven't put it up once, and I've asked you 3 times. Well, I tried to be nice November, man. I just, he keeps saying on my chat is full of arguments and rubbish. Since like my second channel, I haven't talked about nobody. I haven't disrespected anybody, But he had to do a live and bring me into it. He's not talking about me, he's talking about Vincent. If it's not Vincent, it's somebody else. He just can't help himself. And everybody else is in the wrong, and everybody else is in the wrong by him. Just grow up, do a live. You don't talk about everybody else. Just try it one day, Try and do a live that's entertaining instead of fucking, you're a cunt, he's a cunt, you fucking cunt. They're all this, they're all that. What do you call me? You call me a lefty. Are you crazy? A lefty. You left, you got me left wing. Are you off your trolley? Yeah, you Pibs, you're right, you're right. You know, I don't want to dwell on him. He's fucking hell, it's just something that pissed me off with this, um, bringing me into his bullshit again. Hey, you Pibs, good to see you, mate. You know, I don't want to fucking be dragged into your shitness and just keep me out your mouth. I don't talk about you. Not until today, till you brought me back into this fucking nonsense. You know, it's one of those things that I think he's got something going into his head that everybody's trying to drive him off YouTube and everybody's against him and everybody's calling him an N-word because he mentioned the ginger ring thing, you know. It's just his perception of it, you know. I just don't understand him. I know they don't Big Mac. Yeah, I know, mate. Let's put that up there. See if it's pinned. I hope it's pinned. I come back and you know, after I was doxxed, I come back because I got rid of that account. And I shouldn't have got rid of it. I was just that fucking fuming. I should have kept it. But I come back. I thought, no, I'm not going to be dragging anybody's names to the shit and the mud and everything like that. Fuck it, try and keep it tidy. But you brought me back into it and again. You bring me back into all the shit again. Just grow up. Fucking get on with your own life. Grow up and be a fucking man. You don't need a fucking woman to hold your hand on your fucking channel. And I know what you should say about that now because I've said that. Oh, you could talk. You could be sharing a bed holding your hand all the time. Shut up. Just fucking grow up. Get a job and fucking get off YouTube all fucking day. And by the way, Nathan, you're not banned here. You're not banned here. You know, I'm not as childish as you. You banned me because you didn't like what I said in your channel about you, about what you're going on about. You can't take the criticism. Don't fucking throw it around. You can come in any time. Hi, Miss Scottish. Good to see you. Hope you're well, girl. And when I shit's panel, when I jumped off, he slagged me off. Same old thing. He's just can't help himself, I think. But people trying to drive him off YouTube, highly suspicious one, maybe just a little, I might be a little guilty, but I'm joking. Hey, Spaggy. Good to see you, pal. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to, I honestly don't want to talk about it, but because he banned me, and can't he continue to talk about me, trying to explain to Mermaid what I did, you know. For fuck's sake, you can't just make it up. I'm fucking at a loss with him. Sparky, a legend when you're going to get your ass back on you. Yes, we could all do with a Sparky life. Do you think he's missing something in his life, father figure, mental, some kind of special guidance for those that have special needs and prospects? It's endless. I don't know if that's, I'll go check that out. I got nothing against the fella at all. Nothing against him. Nothing at all. But he's just got to bring me up all the fucking time. Tied on the fact of the matter is, I believe when Nathan's clickbait, he likes swagging with you for clicks and views, so you can run, and he's got something to talk about. That's all. Well, that's all it is. His channel is all that, you know. There's something wrong with everyone, you know. He's ghosting and he looks for things to talk about, you know. He tells everybody to stay out of people's business, and that's all he does is talk about people. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know. I don't. I got nothing against him. But anyway, I know you're listening, Nathan. You're not banned. You can come in anytime. I'm not as fucking childish as you were. Oh, dunkfish. It's a new one on me. Oh, yeah. Hey, Parkway, you good, mate? Yeah, I should. Yeah, I should. You're right enough. Yeah. But what I get pissed off is he don't give you a chance to respond back to him. He just fucking boot you off the channel. That's what he does. I've just come in now. There's just got the TV on in there, and she's watching this program called Saving Lives in Cardiff. Fucking some the operations they're doing. Jesus Christ, I don't want to see that. I will never confirm. Good afternoon. Hope you're well, mate. Hey, Nelly. Hope you're well. Maybe so, Nelly. Maybe you may be right. I've never heard him have a giggle either. I've never ever heard him have a laugh. Yeah, I'm good, Nelly. Hope you're well too. Hey, Broxy Priest, good to see you. Hope you're well. It is a beautiful day, you're right. Uh, Big Mac, the character, I gotta say. We're all narcissists and we're all this, and I don't know what. He can say the words, all right, but if you listen to him trying to read the chat, he can't fucking read properly. So that's why I said I'll put smaller words in the chat so you're able to read them. Sparky, me old China. I hope you're well, Sparks. I hope you're well, brother. How's the old TT going? Is it going? How's the old TT going? I know it cost me 400 and something, like I was 480 odd quid, I think, yesterday, the fucking MOT in the service on a fucking little Suzuki thing I got. Jesus. He doesn't, I hope he's not looking at me as a daddy figure. I'm not the right fucking person to be, not for that, not for Nathan. Yeah. I'd have him sitting in the corner with a fucking dunce's hat on. Oh, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Yeah. Well, yeah, it is a beautiful day. But just thought I had to put it up. I had to speak about it because I was in the chat. He kept on talking about me, so I typed in the chat three things I typed in there. And you know what he said? I don't want to be putting up with this shit anymore. I'm banning you. So he banned me. So, but you can come in, Nate. No problem. You can come in here anytime. In the like the shade of blue. It's it's been a strange week on the fucking tubes. Very strange. But Jay, you know what I mean? It's just I know a lot of people like to see all the fucking arguments and that going on now. And I gotta be fair. I was enjoying all the fucking nonsense on my last channel, but I come back this time and thought, no, I'm not gonna go down that road again. You know. So I'm trying to just be pleasant, just have a general chit chat, talk about fucking anything, talk bollocks most of the time, but I'm trying to stay out of all the fucking grief and that. But my lead is caught in the chair. Oh, you fucker. I'm gonna drop this fucking seat down now. Get up to there. Still stuck in there. Bastard. Take a trout. Hey, how you, mate? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Just watching all that fucking surgery, saving lives in Cardiff. This guy had a tumour just on his heart. Just they had to fucking operate to remove it. Yeah, there's break time, Broxy. You're right. You're right, mate. You're right. That's why I was invested before. I mean, I done the morning Moan, and I was doing it every fucking day. We started to wear a bit thin. So I thought, no, this new channel now, I'm just gonna ain't gonna pay for StreamYard no more. Hey, you're doing right, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're well out there. I ain't gonna pay for StreamYard no more. So I'll just do the free 20 hours a month, and that'll be enough, because I got plenty to do outside out there. Got another life off this fucking platform. Tyrone, people should ask themselves, why all the vermin in them? I can have an argument or forget about 10 minutes. These loonies are scary. But that's the thing. I mean, if you have an argument with somebody, okay, if you can settle it, if you want the two be prepared to settle an argument by, talking it through or whatever, it's fair enough, move on. But it's got that bitter on you that if you fall out with someone on you, they don't go for you. They try and go down lower and lower, So that's the thing. They don't go for you, they go for your family, And I just don't understand why people are looking into other people's lives, You know what I mean? No, just behave yourselves. And I said that in a truly selfish way. I want a morning moan followed by a band's rants at tea time with ordinary nil. I'm afraid them days are gone for me, I got so much stuff going on now, I know I play old man's marbles, the old bowls, a couple of days a week, I've got my caravan, fishing, I'm going back fishing. I bought a fucking rod license last year and I didn't fucking wet the line once because I was on YouTube all the time. I got too involved and too engrossed in it, and it does drag you back in. Hey, Jerry, mate, good to see you. Hope you're well, Jerry. Adrian, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well, Adrian, good to see you. Greggy, you okay? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Hey, Chris, right. I'm live on YouTube from Spain. Tuesday or Wednesday from the bar, 2 p.m. Chris, I told you. You're on holidays. Stay off YouTube, brother. Stay off it. You don't want to be going into YouTube, Chris, when you're on holidays. When you're away for a week or 10 days, just give it a break and enjoy yourself. You had your mum's name mentioned. Did they look for our sister? Some people don't care, do they? They're just on As long as they're getting clicks and views, they don't give a fuck. Gregory, they've got their Scott Google. Pork chop, another fag break for pork chop. Big up the pork chop. This new tablet with the wireless keyboard is fire though. Good on you, Ice. Yeah, Jerry, it's not too bad. It was fucking awful last year, but yeah, it's a little bit better this year. It's a nice park up there, to be honest. Like that Bowling Green, and there's one higher up at a higher level, if the other team plays on, so which is in better condition than when I showed. BB, you freaking weirdo. You could don't worry, I won't tell anybody about your secret about asking twin flames if you're mad here with secret method. Fuck's sake. Yeah, what do you mean? Yes. I don't know if this link is pinned up there. I don't know. Oh, Anne, if you're listening, Anne, hope you're well, Anne. I hope you're well. Thanks for sharing my channel. I've had a few more subs from people that go onto your channel. Thanks, Anne. I really do appreciate that. It's Chris Sabia. No, Gregory, our good friends. This woman in Spain, the Spanish good mate. Oh. Funny enough, Big Mac, I was asking about her a few weeks ago, and apparently she went on a live the other day. She's got a lot going on in it. She's okay. She's got a lot going on in her life at the moment, personal stuff. So yeah, she's okay. Yeah, I can't remember whose live she was on, but she jumped on a live. I think it was on Michelle's live. Last time Michelle went live, I think it was she jumped up for about 5 minutes on there, to see what's going on in her life, and she's got a lot of personal stuff going on. So yeah, I like sit and spin. I like sit and spin. Yes, that's right. I'll never conform. Yeah, yeah. She's nice sit and spin. You know. She was. I don't know when she told me the story about she lost her leg. Jesus Christ, I couldn't believe it. But she was only young. But Jesus, what a thing to happen to a young child. At the age she had it done. But she's a strong woman, and with everything that's going on and medication and everything, she's doing quite well. And yeah, respect to her. Big Mac. Hell. He's always referring to my age. I'm an old bastard and and all this business. You wanna hope, Nathan, that you live to my fucking age. When you're going out doorstepping people 3 hours or 6 hours later than they were there, you might live to be 100 because you're never going to get in trouble. Because when he went out there, he was 6 hours fucking late. Sorry, I had to say that. It was fucking funny. He was there in the street by the police station, all the community. But yeah, Tom's was there 6 hours before that. Oh, David, mate, good to see you. Hope you're well, David. Porky, I'm in Spain fishing at the moment. I didn't invite him that. Yeah, I hope to get a line this weekend, pork chop. Yeah, if my mate's not down, then I won't go for trout, and we'll go for carp instead. So I'm going to wet a line either way. Tyrone, let me see what he says. I gotta put it up. Tyrone, I listened to you begging and you heard all I need to hear. Banned for life. I just laugh at this. That's what you think it's right. So I just laugh all day long. It's like, I'm bothered you say, oh, fool. Oh, don't be bitter. Is that the real one? Let me just check. Oh, okay, now. Yeah, it's the real one. Don't be bitter, Nathan. Just don't be bitter. Just, I'm sure you've got a nice personality underneath that fucking bitterness. So just, you're welcome to come here in the chat or on the fucking panel. You know that. I'm not bitter. I just think you need to grow up a bit. And you don't have to explain everything. Tie them off in the sea, mate. Have a good time, Chris. Stay up here till you come back. Tell us all about it, mate. Enjoy your holiday. Tyrone, blah blah blah. Well, yeah, maybe so. I do like you, Nathan. I just don't know why you got to keep talking about me. Okay. Hey, Alti, long time no see, mate. I hope you're well, brother. I hope you're well. Tyrone, look at the company you keep telling me to grow up. What company do I keep? What company do I keep? I like the company I keep. Thank you very much. I'm fake. All right. You can have your say. You can say what you like. You can say what you like. The thing is, Nathan, you'll never, ever upset or get to me, Not like I get to you, obviously, because you banned me for writing 3 things in the chat. Maybe you should listen to some of the people that goes in your chat, and say, chill out, take it easy, have a good time, have a laugh, have a crack. I'm sure you'll get a lot more people coming in your lives, and more people on the panel. When you can prove you're not a Nathan, you will shine through. Until then, take some lessons. Arithmetic, literacy, and geography. You know where you are in the world. Pork chop. Yeah, no, Mr. BB, leave him alone. Don't time him out. Leave him alone. I don't want him, he's welcoming you. He's welcoming you. I think he just feels the world's against him, and which is one thing we could try and turn that around. You know what they say? Turn that frown upside down. Put a smile on your face. See, the thing, what you don't understand, Nathan, is the way that you seem to attack everyone. If someone says something to you, then you want to go on the attack straight away, Maybe you just try and do something differently, Try and speak to someone. So I think a good daddy couldn't sort out in the super facts of life. More daddy, less sugar, yeah. Well, I was brought up. My dad was around, my mum was around. Nathan, I honestly, in all sincerity, when you realize the world's not against you, you might have a different outlook on life, you know? No one's against you, for God's sake, man. Hey, Lib, good to see you. Just time. Yes, it is. It's a blast from the past. I'm just trying to have a laugh and be, stop all the fucking bullshit, and I just got this feeling that there's going to be another live about me coming up about me, you know. I fucking know it. Ooh, Nathan. Be nice, Nathan. Try it. Be nice for the change. Be nice for a change. Yes, look at Adrian. He's asked me for this a few times. Go on, Adrian. Go on, Adrian. Tyrone, you're not an important, but I know I'm not. I'm just another bloke on YouTube trying to get by and have a laugh and not take everything too seriously. But there was a fair comment type asking you, "Hey, Landy, mate, good to see you." There was a serious question asked to you when you were in your chat, Nathan. Why is it you don't go for the sicko channels when they're talking all this vile stuff, because you want to have a go at other people, I just might say a few things, but you leave the other channels alone. Is it because you're working with them, or are you just afraid they come back at you, or what is it? What is it? You never speak about them. I don't understand it. That was a question asked you in your own chat. I think Black Lantern asked you that question. My question was answered. What question was answered? Do you want to explain it? Edwin. How are you, Edwin, mate? What's the weather like over there? It's strange. I was having someone on the panel from Hawaii the other day. I did kick her off 3 times, to be fair, because somebody said it's crinkle, then I kicked her off, and somebody said, no, it's not crinkle, so I brought her back on, and somebody said, it's definitely crinkle. Like, the poor cow, I kicked her back off again. I've got no interest, Nathan, honestly. I've got no interest in what you say, what you do. Just give me everybody a chance that comes in your chat, a chance to reply to you when you're calling them out and calling them fucking names. That's the only thing you should be doing, is letting people have their say, Let people speak. Because you don't like it, you ban them. How many people have you banned? Let's be fair. Let's be fair. How many people do you kick out your chat because you don't like what they say back to you? Backward. It's a spelling of a 3-year-old. Oh, I wouldn't go as far as that. I'd say 2. Diane, I tried to join your live, I forgot my password. You have a rogue mod who's timing me out. Not right, this is not their channel. Mr. BB, if that's you timing people out, stop immediately. Or I'll take your span away if it's you. I know you've had crosswords with Miss Scottish in the last week. So don't time people out, BB, please. Don't time anyone out. people that come in, they type probably say, you know, I said it all along on the old channel, I'll say it in this one. As long as they're not talking about family and children, they can have this say in you. So be careful. But Mr. BP, just, you know, just be reasonable what you're doing. That's all I'm asking you to do. You know, I've taken it before and I've given you back, but just fucking don't bring it to be personal, you know. Ride the waves. Well, I'm surprised if I mean that's wrong if that happened, Mr. BB. I understand why you would then, but you know, I'm asking you not to. Not on this channel, no me. Well, you definitely come in here for a little you are trying to upset as many people as you can, Nathan, you know. But I'm sure we'll all ride the waves, you know. We'll just chat, have a chat, get on by, get down the road together. You know what I mean? You are 50 degrees and sunny, yeah. Now this is a thing that where you let yourself down, Nathan, is that you can't come back and argue with someone. You've got to attack them, you know. You go low, low, real low. Ball done, brother. Good to see you, brother. Right, what are you saying, brother? Tyrone, really? So considering they have all addressed me, so shut the fuck up. You sound like many others. Is it a wonder, Nath? Is it a wonder that people go at you when you just attack everybody? When you do your lives from the start of it, where you pinch Sparky's intro for one, right? Then you start by calling everybody fucking, what do you call them? Not racist. What do you call people, Nath? I can't remember. So you use so many fucking words. You call people out as soon as you start your life. You said to Mermaid earlier on that you just can't come on and have a chat, you know, like the normal people. Well, that's what normal people do, but it's like, are you saying you're not normal? You know, you attack people right in everything you say and everything you do, and everybody else is wrong. Tight on the attack, la amenaza. No, you lot don't like red pins. What's red pins? What's red pins? Make your narrative toxic or what narratives? I haven't got a narrative. You accused me the other day of being in a group. You accused me of being in a group. I don't. I told you many times. I've met two people off YouTube, Land Raver and Andrew J. That's the only two people I've ever met off YouTube. I've talked to a few people online. I won't tell you who they are, but one, two, three people online I've talked to. I'm not in any groups on here. I don't do anything. I do a live and I go and I leave it at that. I don't ask people to come in the background and go on the things that you go on. I've got no interest in it. I just want to come in, have a laugh, have a joke, have a chat, you know, and fucking move on. The next life, whenever that'll be. But you can't comprehend that, you know. You just want to fucking throw shit around all the time. You know, I just don't get it. I honestly don't. Maybe you need to take a break, Nathan, off YouTube. Maybe you should take a break. Let me just see if it's filming, yeah.
Oh, Zambaland. Hello.
Hello.
All right, Tyrone. How you doing?
How you doing, mate? You good?
I'm not bad. I'm having a lazy day. Seeing what all this daytime YouTubers deteriorated into.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gone into a shit show. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see Nathan live earlier, and like he was talking about you, and he's in the chat here. So
Yeah, well, I was in his chat to be fair, but I typed three things and then he kicked me, banned me then. So
that's why I didn't see you. Someone mentioned you, and then I didn't see you.
yeah,
So yeah, he bloody kicked me as well, didn't he?
yeah.
I think I only said like big up the ginger ring, but I don't know. He got offended.
If you disagree with him, he'd kick you out. It's as simple as that, you know. But
All right, so everyone's banned because everyone
yeah,
disagrees with him.
I think there's more on the banned list than there is in the chat, to be honest.
Yeah, it's an
You know?
exclusive club. You have to agree with him.
Yeah. How you doing? You well, Louis? Yes.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Thanks for asking. Yeah,
I see
not
you.
bad.
You've got a clone flying around as well. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's UK fatty in the feeder.
Oh,
Um,
right.
no doubt. So you know, devil makes work for idle hands, as they say.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
But,
I don't know
you know.
what they gain out of it. I don't know.
But
But
my haters become imitators. I'm trying to think of a little rap, but I'm not very good at it. Clearly. What's been going
yeah,
on with you then? How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. You know, just
Yeah,
so I just like I was saying earlier, I don't know if people listening, but I don't pay for StreamYard anymore, so I just do the 20 hours free. You know, and in a month, so I'm not on here as much as I used to be. You know, so
yeah,
because I got a life outside of YouTube. You know, so.
yeah. That's what I'm working up to that as well, getting a real life. It's not easy, is it?
uh, yeah, but you know, it's this weather now, right? I've been out this morning.
Yeah,
I can't. I usually walk a dog every day, but the last week my knee's been fucking murder, you know. So
yeah.
waiting for the
What you
new
done?
knee.
Are you getting an operation, are you?
Yeah, it's fucking give me shit the last couple of weeks, you know.
Yeah.
So I can't walk too far with him now. But yeah, so
I
just
heard
been.
someone saying the other day that a new knee, I think it was either a hip or a knee they were talking about. I think it was a knee. It lasts for like 20 years and then you got to have another one.
Yeah, well, I'd be dead by then, so I'm bothered
Right.
about that.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
they might be able to reuse your knee.
Yeah, well, yeah, possibility. But I mean, the waiting list, they might be fucking dead before they do it. I mean, the time it take, you know.
Yeah. And what about all these like body parts? If you get cremated, can they be like burnt? Or, like, you know, they
I don't know. I don't know. You know, I think they. I don't know. In cremation, do they take parts off people? I don't know. You know, because
yeah.
I don't know. How it works really.
We might end up having a landfill of like knees and hips that they can't put,
Yeah,
cremate. It's like to be buried now. Is it? That's an expensive thing, isn't it? Be buried.
I think you could get. I think you can get like by do a basic thing where you just have like a wicker coffin, you know, and I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a company that they plant you in the woods or something, so your
All right.
body actually when you when you just fade away into the ground and everything breaks down. You just feed up the plants and the trees and everything, which is quite a nice looking aspect, But for me, I'll be fucking in the oven, way on a by and fucking
Gas Mark 200.
I've told the missus where she's going to put my ashes, so
Gas Mark 200, tap, and if it sounds hollow, it's ready.
Yeah. I just hope it's not too soon. I mean, fucking hell, I just want to feel good for more years.
No, yeah, a long life.
I mean? But
you look after yourself more or less, don't you? So
yeah, when I try and do as much as I can, and I'm out every day, even though sometimes it's fucking
throwing them woods around the green, don't you?
Yeah. Well, on a match yesterday, we've got a match Saturday now, and then I'm off on my caravan then for a couple of days, maybe. I had a week down there last week. It was fucking this weather. It's fucking beautiful,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is it it's on the coast? Is it your caravan?
Yeah, it's not far off Newquay in Wales. I don't know if you know that area.
Newquay in Wales.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard of Newquay in Cornwall, but I didn't know there's one in Wales.
There's one in Wales. Yeah. It's on the Cardigan coastline.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lovely area. Yeah, beautiful. But I just enjoy going down there. To be honest though, I've wasted a lot of money. This particular park I'm on, I've been on back and forth there several times. I spent, like I said, put it like this, I could have bought a lovely villa in Spain for the amount of money I spent on caravans down there, But
yeah,
I've been back and forth there, sold up, gone back, sold up, gone back. Fucking hell. But this
you
time
still go to Spain.
Oh,
you still go to Spain, can't you?
Yeah,
I mean, if you bought a place in Spain, but these, I don't know, someone I know, someone in their family, they got like some timeshare deal thing, and they can choose different places around the world. It's like a cooperative or something.
All right.
And they've been to Phuket, and they go other places around the world on the timeshare thing.
That's not bad. That's not a bad idea, that. But I mean, we were going to move out just before Brexit happened. We were going to retire out there, me and the missus, and we are going to buy a little place out there and retire out there. But then Brexit came along. I did vote for it, whether it was right or wrong at the time, but then that fucked everything up in the UK. I think you're allowed 3 months of the year, is it, or something like that? You could spend in
now,
Spain
now. Yeah, 180 days, 90 days out of every 180.
Yeah, but I think there's a thing now. If you buy a property there, which is valued at like 500,000 euros, you get a gold pass. That means you can stay there all the time. And then if you buy something for 250,000, you get a silver pass. You can stay there. Right. I don't know. So, but a lot of people just go out to me. That's all I want is somewhere to go in the winter time. Get away from here, somewhere in the sun for the winter, and then come back here in the summertime.
That's going to be my plan for when I don't have to be here for work and that. That's what I want to do. Go Spain for a month. Go somewhere else for a month. Get out of France for most of the winter.
Yeah, that's what my brother-in-law did. He moved out. He was living in Nottingham. Sold his house in Nottingham, and he got divorced. And he thought, right, I'm off. So he took himself over to Greece, and he bought a villa in Greece. And then he's been out there, 10 years now, I think. Wow. Married a Greek girl, so he's all right to stay there. So
was he retired when he moved? His pension had kicked in and that.
Well, he did have a high rolling job. First of all, he was working for Rolls Royce, and he was flying all around the world. I don't know what he was doing. Sort to do with the engines or something for the planes and everything. So then he was headhunted by some company. He went there. Then he got laid off for this company. Then, and he had a good wage out of them, and he sold a big house in Nottingham. So he had plenty of money, let's just say, to go out there and retire early. So and that's what he did. And I think if anybody's in that position to get out early, do it. Just get out early if you can afford it. 100%.
We're all on that treadmill. We can't see the wood for the trees.
That's it. Yeah.
We're programmed to like do that, and we just fucking plod on.
It's like a fucking, it's like a mouse on a wheel, or hamster on a wheel. Just keep fucking plodding around,
Yeah, get our 2 weeks holiday, get our bank holiday.
Yeah. I'd say to anyone who can afford, if somebody can afford to get out early. The thing is, you take a big cut in your pension. If you do finish early, they take so much pension off, Got to think, is it worth it, But as it stands, mate, they're trying to get it up to 70 years of age now, aren't they? Before long.
Was it now? 67?
67? Yeah. It's just, who the fuck is it? The thing is, I don't know if you've ever worked outside on a building site. How can people work outside out in the rain and fucking doing hard labor, work to 70, man? It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm a carpenter, so like,
yeah, you are.
I've been there and done it and doing it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But
you know exactly what I'm talking about. Then
like I'm lucky enough now that I don't have to do the fucking day rate on a site, and do you know what I mean? And trudging around in the winter and walking around across sites.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Hey, Mr. Cal, good afternoon. I worked outside most of my life, and fucking I got used to get soaking all the fucking time. I thought, oh Jesus! I worked the last 10 years. I worked in an office, for the same company. I was in the office, but for the time I was out, fucking hell, soaked the fucking skin many times. Not fun. So I think, what I can't understand is like so many youngsters unemployed. Why don't they drop the retirement age so these people can get on the fucking ladder, get into employment, get on the fucking housing ladder, get enough for a mortgage or something like that,
Yeah, like pass the baton.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not kill off every old age pensioner, kill them off and fucking give the youngsters a chance, an opportunity to get into work, to get some money and get in the housing ladder and start a family and all that type of thing, But no, they'd rather kill everybody off. I strongly believe that they've been in debt, so much debt to government over not just this time now, but way back, that all the money that was paid in with your pensions and everything else is just fucking gone, so they can't afford to pay people out.
Right.
Keep them there till they die.
That's worrying.
No pension. This what.
Yeah, well, if they're putting it up to 70, I mean, like the old expression was 3 years and 10, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's right,
like 3 years and 20
10.
And a bit.
Yeah.
So like, work from 16 or 18 or 21, whenever you sort of finish education, until you're 70.
I'm not sure if the majority of the population are old age these days. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know there's a lot of people old age, and the pensions they get from the government, and obviously if you've got your own private pension, then But I was lucky. I left school at 15, went straight into work, and I finished when I was 60. I took early retirement. It's the best thing I ever done.
Over it, your pension actually counts from when you started work.
Yeah.
You got to do so many trimesters, like quarters. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I asked someone the other day, and they goes, "Oh no, don't need to start looking at it in about 2 years. It's a bit early to like anticipate your pension thing."
Oh yeah. I think it was when I started looking when I was about 55. I thought I'll look into it. I'm not sure. It was like I think it was talking about something like lose 30% of your pension or something like that. It was fucking ridiculous. I thought, no, I'm gonna keep on fucking going, and I can't afford to do that. Just keep on going, And fortunately, my missus had a good job, and she's got good pensions as well. So, we can afford.
What sort of industry was she in, your missus?
She was in first of all, she was in the Navy,
Right.
and then so she's got a pension from the Navy, and
Yeah.
then she was in the housing. She was a housing officer, so and then she went into the land registry. She retired from the job she had in housing and was high up in housing, and she had a good wage. She retired from that. But she couldn't handle retirement, She couldn't handle it, so she found another job then, and she went into land registry.
Right.
Then now she's of the age. Now she's retired now.
So, what's it like being a kept man?
It's great. It's great. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I need to find myself a widower, right, who just wants to go on holiday all the time. That suit me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just address the chat a minute. The
Is it all
Scottish,
kicking off?
if they were saying that to Mr. BB, then don't come in and say that. I'll kick you out if you're saying that type of thing to him. That's disgusting to say that. Knowing he's not. So please keep those type of comments to yourself. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Yeah. Yeah, see, I've noticed that me and you seem to be highlighted in Chubby's chatter pretty often over there, and with the
Me?
trolls.
Oh right, yeah. Well, I do go in. I do go in Chubbies, and lately I just go in Chubbies. Let me just get it up. What I actually like. I'm going to bore you. I don't know. There don't seem to be a lot of lives in the evening time now. Do you know what I mean?
What with Chubby?
There's limited choice of
Oh,
put on a
right, yeah,
bit of YouTube.
there is absolutely. People are looking for somewhere to go,
Yeah.
and then they fight. I
So
see him.
if Chubby's on, like, I mean, there might be them other lot on that are all going on about fucking meeting up and punching
Oh
each
yeah,
other's heads in,
yeah,
which
yeah, yeah,
never happens, or they turn up to the wrong fucking police station, McDonald's, or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
I can't really stomach too much of that, but you know, Chubby's. Oh, dude, just yeah. But I've had my clone account, so I just go in. If I see the clone account anywhere, I just put imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness, which was a quote from Oscar Wilde, which kind of just sums it up really. Hello, beautiful Sarah, dippity. So I'll want to get your mouth around. Yeah, but yeah, you've regularly got a clone in there, Tyrone. Just an orange
Yeah.
avatar. But like,
I was watching it the other night when Belfast Boy was on there, and then
yeah,
my clone was trying to stir the shit between me and Belfast.
right,
Belfast fell for it, and because he's too fucking dumb, and he thinks he was really me, and so there was a bit of he
yeah.
started calling me the N word and all this business.
But there are like the odd dense person that would believe the clone was you
Yeah,
or was me. But like,
yeah,
they're pretty see through, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, I've just seen like the level of English language my clone has, and they're severely challenged. So, and I wouldn't say I'm that fucking bright or educated,
Yeah.
but they're clearly of a lesser intelligence.
Well, I noticed, 'cause I was watching what they were saying about in the chat as me, they even
Yeah,
tried to they shared my channel as well on,
right. Yeah,
so but I noticed someone that was in there typing a lot in there, you know, for a long
yeah,
time. Then they disappeared. Then all of a sudden I come out, my clone
right.
come out, type
Yeah,
in all the shite. Then my clone disappeared, and this person come back in.
yeah.
So I thought, oh, I, what's going on here then? You know what I
So
mean?
So you've narrowed it down in your
Oh
mind's
yeah,
eye
hundred
who the
percent.
suspect is. Yeah.
100%.
Are you at liberty to say, or is this an ongoing
No,
investigation?
I'm keeping this to myself
Right.
at the moment, you know. But
Yeah.
it's looking very strongly towards this person, you know.
Male or female?
Well, you'll be surprised. It'll all come out in the wash, as they say.
Right.
You know. Hey, beautiful serendipity, nice to see you. Hope you're feeling well today.
Yeah, it's kind.
Yeah.
It's. I like it when there's lots of little dramas, but now there just seems to be bigger scale dramas.
Yes, yes. But I mean, if there's an argument, I just said this earlier, if there's an argument, you argue with the person that's on you, not you don't go into people's background, their private lives, and look into their Facebook and everything else to try to get
Yeah.
information on them, and then throw that around. You know,
Although
that's
I agree with you, but I would also say that there are odd exceptions of people who have got like decades of doing this, and
mm,
where
yeah,
perhaps children, you know, if they've been involved with children and
mm,
they're now banned from working with children and that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
rare exception, but I would agree with you, except for that probably.
Even the people I don't get on with, right? I
Yeah,
just feel that people talking about their children is so wrong. You know, even if I don't get on with them, I think it's the
yeah,
lowest form of fucking you can do is to bring somebody's family into it. You know,
yeah.
it's
That's
just
right.
it's low.
That
It's
is
I think there's something wrong and something wrong with their heads to do that. You know,
that is a
they're not
bad
well.
person. That
Mm,
is a bad person.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
That is a horrible person that no
They
one wants
get
to be
caught out
around.
eventually. They get caught out eventually. You know, and then
So, oh, they've done it about you. Is that what you're saying?
oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Right.
bloody hell.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had all the stuff. I was sent all the stuff. Smiler sent me everything. You know, when that they all fucking folded up. You know, let's fuck shit up, and then there was another crew on. You know, the same crew but with a different name, and I got all the messages, everything they said about me. You know, and all the people that were saying it. You know, so I've got it all. Thanks to Smiler. Much respect to Smiler for that. I know he was part of the group at one time, but
Yeah.
you know, I've got
And you
everything there.
like, would you say the culprits is a classic example of devil makes work for idle hands? They just got fuck all else going on in their day to day.
Well, they always present themselves as intelligent people on here, you know, but
Right.
then they are dangerous people, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Dangerous people, you
Dangerous
know.
because they're so
Mm.
nasty.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When they spin that type of narrative that they talk about people's family,
Yeah.
even the one person saying, "Oh, that my son was charged for raping and strangling a woman,"
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
things like
I
that.
remember that. Now you
That's
mentioned it. I
sick,
remember that.
you know. It's sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like I said, although I don't get on with Zara, people
So what
talking about
was
their fucking children is
the
wrong.
damage? What was the damage they were like intending to cause you by saying that?
Well, I don't
Um,
know. I mean,
that you're a
on
bad
year, on
parent,
year,
bad person, you
yeah.
encouraged it, or you know, it's just
It was one thing. It was go. We went back a long time ago. I think it was last on my old channel, and there was a few oldies on the channel like myself, and we were talking about how we were brought up as kids.
yeah,
To have a smack around the ear or a smack on the ass, it was a normal thing, The
yeah,
Bobby on the beat would give you a smack, and then you'd go home and he'd tell your father give you a smack, And we were talking about
yeah,
that. You
yeah,
know what I mean? So that
yeah,
led to people talking about me saying that I beat children and things like that, and not only me, but other people as well. And then it went on from there.
yeah,
So, but, it's just these sick individuals, really sick. So, like I said, I've got all the comments here and everything. Like, if I want to take it further, I could easily do that, and you know, but I just leave it sit there. I'm not going to do anything about it as it stands. But if I get any more shite, you know,
Yeah.
then who knows what'll happen.
You got some. The ball is in your court to.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, like I say, if I
What?
fall out with somebody, I'll argue with that person. There's no, I have no intention of looking at that person's family or going into in their background or anything. I'll just, you know,
Can
I'll
you
just
do you
stand in
know
there.
do you know what's going on with Miss Scottish? Because every 2 or 3 different chats I see her in on lives, it seems to be like something going on, and I'm not exactly sure what the story is.
I know there's something going on in here at the moment, Mr. BB and Miss Scottish. I
Right.
get on with Mr. BB, and I've not had a crossword with Miss Scottish. So, but
Yeah.
there seems to be something going on. Mr. BB said that she called him a rapist or something. But
Right. Oh,
you know,
were they involved together, or
I don't
is it
think so. I don't think so.
right?
No, I don't know where it's come from, what's happened, but I don't want it in here. So, you
Yeah.
know, I like the both of them. You know. I've never had any crosswords with any of them, but
Me
you know, I
neither.
don't want to see that type of rubbish thrown around the chat.
So yeah, I saw Michelle's live. Well, was it the weekend maybe? And
All right, yeah, yeah.
that was fire. That was good. Um, and
Well,
then like
she does know back. I mean, I mean, that's another thing. You know, it was her family was being brought into it. You know, so she's gone at it both barrels, and I don't blame her. You know,
yeah,
so
it's Mama Bear, isn't it? Rawr,
yeah, yeah,
revved
yeah,
up.
absolutely.
And then like the thing with Chris the Brick and the number and that.
Well, I spoke
See,
about it because I'd speak about it. So I thought,
I think
you
we
know,
should speak about it. It's like it's this YouTube, right, is our
mm,
soap opera. I think I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah,
many people think of it the same way.
yeah.
And like we should like talk about it.
Yeah, well, I had my 2 pence. I said what I thought was going on. I mean, I looked at Beyonce put a lot of evidence up there, you know, breaking it all down. To be fair to him, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
there's nothing there that makes Michelle. I've seen that Michelle said that accused anyone of giving her number to the brick, you
no,
know.
no. The only thing I
So
think it's kind of sounds like Michelle might have said, and apologies if I'm wrong. And Chris has always seemed a pretty decent guy, But
yeah,
the only thing Michelle might have said is, "Oh, does that mean someone else has got my number now?"
mm, yeah.
That's
It's
sort
all
of
God greetings. No, but the way
yeah,
I looked at it, I mean, if somebody rings me on a number I don't recognize, and
yeah.
only a handful of people have got that number, then I'm going to ask those people, did you give my number to this person?
I've thought about this myself, right? In real life, if someone phoned me up,
It's not dramatic.
in real life, like today on my
Mm,
mobile, I kind of, if it was business, it don't matter who's, if I got to know if that became a client, then like, I'd be quite interested in how they got my number. But like, I'm not gonna like, oh, I'm not gonna try and offend them and say, what you do ringing me? But if it was like someone in a kind of a, um, a pastime realm over here, you know what I mean? If I got a strange phone call about some a hobby kind of thing, you know what I mean? Which is
hmm
big part of like for an example, say someone in a different bowls club phoned you up.
Yeah,
You might pose the question, oh, just out of interest, would give you my number, like in
yeah,
a friendly kind of way. But if it was a
yes,
YouTuber that phoned me up, right, Sandra Martin, I'm just saying who's in the chat, Big Mac,
yeah,
all
yeah.
done, Ice Chain, beautiful serendipity. Well, I wouldn't ask how you got my number. I'd just be happy you called me. High star. Anyone in the chat, I'd be like, how did you get my number? You know
Mm,
what I mean?
yeah. That's it.
Straight away. Straight away,
There
I'd want
was,
to know. And if
yeah,
it was,
absolutely, yeah.
if someone actually had my number, say uh, Tyrone had my number, you know, a few other people had my number,
Yeah.
and I got a text saying, "Oh, I'm just first name in the chat. I'm Ian Burns.
Mm.
Just texting you, say hello, whatever." I'll be
Yeah.
like, I'll be texting Tyrone, I'll be texting whoever saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
did you didn't happen to get my number out, do you? Because I just had a message off someone and just double checking it's them.
Well, I think this is what Michelle has done, is asked the question, which
Yeah.
anybody in their right mind would do, say, did you give my
Quite
number out
normal,
to anyone, you know? And
quite
she hasn't
normal, and
gone and
it's
said, you give my number out and you give my number out.
yeah,
She's just asking, has anyone give it out, you know?
quite normal and
So,
quite expected that she would
yeah,
do that, I think.
exactly. It's normal.
And
Yeah.
she's had um, the dramas in real life that have been on Facebook, on YouTube, and the YouTube dramas. So, like, even
Yeah.
more likely, she's gonna bloody, you know,
Yeah.
be defensive. Yeah, not defensive,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. Do her own
Absolutely.
work. Just do your own work, innit? So, who gave him the number?
Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, Chris is saying that he's clever enough to. I don't know where. Well, it's over my head because I wouldn't have a clue how to find somebody's mobile number. I don't know if you
He,
could actually do
he,
that.
no offense to Chris, but he didn't find her number.
No, no, I don't believe
He
that
was
for 1 minute.
given, or he's seen it, or you know what I mean. He's yeah, and he actually said he did apologise to Michelle, like sincerely, and it's water under the bridge. And he said he'll get back to her and tell her who,
Yeah,
just tell her who, but
yeah.
he's got to deal with it first. And I'm thinking, I think he was realising he might have been stitched up a little bit
Possibly, but I'm not sure if if he was pissed when he was going through that stuff, you know, and
here.
you
Yeah, he
know
was.
that
Yeah,
I know that I'm I'm never answer my phone to people I don't know, and if people need me for a reason, if it's somebody, they leave a message. So if I
yeah,
don't answer the phone, they don't leave a message, and I know, fucking hell, I'm not gonna ring you back. It's as simple as that, you know. If you want to speak to me, leave a message. Simple as that,
yeah.
you know. So I don't answer. I had a phone call. Yes, was it yesterday? Yeah, asking about my car, you know. Saying that the warranty's run out, would you like to renew it? I think when somebody starts calling you by your first name as soon as you start speaking, I thought, why? You know, everybody's calling you from a business. They say, Mr. Reese or Mr. Jones or Mr. Davis, you know, they don't call you by
Yeah.
your first name, you know.
Yeah.
So I thought, he started talking, give me your first line of your address and blah, blah. So I just press the red button and gone.
Yeah. I get it a lot out here. It used to be fixed numbers, and then they started using like different country code numbers,
Yeah,
and now they're using like French mobile numbers, and it's all for like fucking energy suppliers and all that. I don't even
mm,
I answer them because I'm told now there's an automated thing. If you answer it and say hello, bonjour, that's it. They sell that number. They know that number's active. But if you answer and don't say nothing, they can't sell the number. So now just answer it, put it on loudspeaker, carry on doing what I'm doing. And if they speak and say, "Oh, hello, is that Mr. Monsieur Fuming?" I just like it's the energy people. It's they got their fucking paragraph
yeah,
to say, and they can't get a
yeah,
word in. I just hang up. Um, And if I don't say anything and I don't hear anything, they hang up anyway, the automated
yeah,
thing after 10 seconds. But,
yeah.
I don't want to talk to anyone anyway.
I don't know this Heister Sticky fan club he's made this account today. He's getting in stirred the shit.
I
So
don't know who Oyster is. I know the name.
Heister's a mod on you. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So who's Sticky? What's the
I
sticky
don't
part about
know.
it?
Don't know. He just made the account today when I checked it, but then also I just timed him out. You know. He's coming in stirring the shite of a bit. So
It's like, it's a whole different conversation in that chat, isn't it?
oh yeah. I don't see any reason why people should come in their own fucking names and then, have your say. Have your say. Not to fucking come in as somebody else and make up shitty names.
See you down the caravan at the weekend?
Yeah, I'll be down there, yeah. But I got a bowls match tomorrow and I'm down there then.
Yeah. You have to travel up to the caravan though, don't you? Is it on the north coast?
Yeah. It's not far, it's about an hour's drive, It's not that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I'll be down there for a few days, I expect, until I don't know if I'm playing in midweek bowls.
Is it like a cliffy sort of coastline, or is it
No, not
gentle?
really. No, it's pretty gentle, Yeah, it's pretty gentle.
Yeah.
Coastline, yeah, it is, yeah.
Nice beaches and that.
Oh yeah. It's a nice it's actually a nice drive, on the coast there. The drive takes you up. That's the way you go up sort of from there on the coastline. You go to a place called Abereiron, and then you go up to Aberystwyth. Then you keep on going up, follow the road around Machynlleth, and you go up into North Wales and, up around that way,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to get over there one day and
The first rule of Fight Club, there is no rule. Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful area, I got to be honest, beautiful.
Yeah.
It's red kite country. There's so many red kites around there, it's unbelievable.
They were really happy when the red kites of Wales, like the indigenous ones, started breeding with the released ones in from Oxfordshire and that.
Yeah. I mean, they're everywhere again now. They're thriving.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful bird, honestly, if you see them close up.
Yeah.
Fucking stunning.
But the red kites, they because they were a smaller gene pool inbred, they were having like smaller clutches of eggs.
Yeah.
And the released ones from Oxfordshire, they were.
There's two feeding centres not far from where the caravan is, and people go and see them coming in. They'll go out, I don't know what they feed them, if they put chicken, but you can see them coming from miles away, and I mean miles away. You can see little dots and coming closer.
Yeah.
So they know they get fed at the same time, a couple of times a day. And you'll get a few hundred coming in, and they just swoop down, pick up a bit of meat or whatever it is, and then back up into the air, eat it on the wing, and then back in again, swooping back in. It's stunning birds. Absolutely beautiful.
Where they released them, God, must have been 25 years ago.
Now, yeah.
Around Christmas Common in Oxford. I used to work around there a lot.
They're everywhere now.
It was, is it the Gotti? I think it was the Gotti fella. No, not Gotti. That's the bloody free John Gotti, the King of New York. Who's the other? There's another family where the son faked his own kidnapping allegedly, and I can't think of the name of the people.
Yeah.
Really, really like super rich family, and it was him that. He built his own like cricket ground there and everything.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure who that is. But yeah, I was going up getting petrol in the garage, and the red kite came in. He comes just straight to the forecourt, straight through just over the top of the car.
There's a lot of buzzards around here. There's a few red kites and a few black kites as well.
Yeah.
It's not like, when you see them, you do, like it ran your way in Oxford and that.
Yeah.
You used to stop and like look at them, and now they're like everywhere all the time. They're like crows. But over here, it's like a rare thing. I still like,
Mm-hmm.
And I call back to them, and sometimes you can get them calling with a. You can get them like responding back.
Yeah. I mean, for a big bird like that, they're scavengers. They are. They don't hunt. Hunt for their prey. They just scavenge.
Yeah. I think they'd still take like a leveret or something. A small young one. And And my mate who used to shoot, he's probably dead now. He used to shoot Stokeman Church. He said some of his mates, they've had them come down and like try and take the pigeon decoys.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. But like they could confuse a pigeon decoy as a pigeon that's dead anyway. You know what I mean? 'Cause it ain't moving much.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Used to love it around there.
Yeah. So, what is Krista Brick has apologized to Michelle Wadley and Jennifer. What happened? And went on and she accepted, and all I can tell you that it was a genuine apology from his aunt. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad.
Oh, he was humble and sincere, and
well, I mean, that's nice to hear, because a lot of people think they're too big to apologize, but I'm glad he has, and that's decent of him, to be honest.
I think he's a decent fellow, you know.
I think that's decent of him, to be honest. Well, yeah.
But not particularly him. But when people, you know, he said like he was like full of drink and he ended up blacking out and all sorts. But like, I'm not. This is like talking about different people now. But people do use drink as an excuse.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know, like, you know, if that's all right or not. I'm not talking about the Chris situation now. I'm talking of, you know, people doing like terrible fucking drink addled behavior, but like every night on here, every night you see it. The same people every night.
I think one of the biggest stories and the best is with Andrew J. You know, how he's turned his life around. I think it's fantastic what he's done. You know, I don't know if did you ever used to watch Andrew's lives when he was drinking?
Yeah, did you?
You know, it was in a terrible way when but no, he hasn't touched a drink in over 2 years. He's loving life and he's enjoying himself, and much respect to him.
What's he up to, like, in, you know, his day-to-day? Is he
still does a lot. He goes with the AA, he goes out, and you know, he still goes for that, and keeps up strong. Let me see if this is AK Bennett video. I don't know if it is him. I got to put a banner up every time, so I don't trust any fucker, you know, these days. Let me see what it says. Ali Khan, yeah. AK?
Yeah.
I got you, brother. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, I got you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. I just put some burgers in the oven.
Oh, nice.
Well,
you know radio filming, yeah? You know radio?
Thanks for that update. What are you going to have on your burgers?
I'm just going to put them in a roll. They've already got onion inside it.
Right.
All right.
I like it plain, bit of ketchup. That's it.
Yeah. No cheese?
Yeah, I've got there now and again, but sometimes I just have a burger with some onion and ketchup. That's it.
Have you got an air fryer?
No, I don't like them things, mate.
Right. You ever tried one?
No, but I know people who have got them, but it's like microwave.
Vegan burger. Is that what you said?
No, I'm not vegan.
Yeah. No, I thought, what burger were you going to try? Sorry for a minute. I said vegan burger or something.
No, I said you got an air fryer. And he said, I said, and then AK said he don't like them. I said, have you ever tried them? He said no, but he don't like them.
Oh, I don't know. How can you not like something if you haven't tried it? I think they're fantastic.
Yeah, well, each to their own. You know, I know people who've got them, but it's like
it's quicker to cook and it saves you money on electricity. You know what I mean? So, what's not to like about that? Saving money.
I think you're missing out, AK. I think
it's like microwave ovens. I've got one of them, but I don't really like using it. But
it's different to a microwave oven. It's very different.
Yeah, well, I know microwave.
A microwave oven goes round.
Yeah.
An air fryer doesn't go round.
Right. Yeah, but if you like it, you like it. If I don't, I don't. Yeah.
So what do you just have, onion and tomato ketchup on your burger, AK, is it?
Yeah, for now,
Mm.
I might get Cantonese later or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right. Hey,
Just
right.
to
Twin sister.
see how I feel. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I like a good burger, I gotta be honest.
See the amount of fat what comes off of a burger though.
Oh Christ, yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's like half a cup. I mean, that's 2 normal sized burgers, right? Bird's eye. And it says made with 100% British and Irish beef with onion. But 2 burgers, I mean, I done some the other day and I had to pour the fat and I poured it in a cup just to see how much.
Yeah.
And it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
What size? Was it a normal cup or a small cup? Or
no, like, you know, like you get a mug of tea, yeah?
What size mug of tea?
Well, just, I mean, come on, mate. It's not like, it's not one you get in the Ritz or something, you know.
Do you ever make, I'll tell you what, Kate, you want to try making your own, get some lean mince, you know, and do your own patties, you know.
Yeah, like the butchers, they mince it in front of you, squash it in a burger mold.
Yeah.
You've got to start looking after yourself, AK.
Hey,
No,
Mark,
no, that's
good to see you. Mark
but that's
says,
why. Yeah, but that's
burgers,
why I get
proper burgers don't shrink in size. Try Aberdeen Angus burgers.
Yeah, I've had Angus burgers before, but all I'm saying is if I drain the fat off, then the burger's kind of dry, so it's took all the fat out, so you're getting the original meat. I mean, you think Bird's Eye would do something like that, but I wasn't at the butcher's to get an Angus burger freshly made. I mean, I can make my own. It's pretty simple, really, isn't it?
Are you far from Aberdeen?
Aberdeen, oh, that's a few hours away from me.
Right, that's where the Angus come from.
Yeah, well, I know that.
Are you near Glasgow?
That's about an hour on the train from me.
You might be able to get Glasgow Angus.
Yeah, well, there's a butcher's like within walking distance, but I never went there. And they do their own burgers. They make their own. So
you're right, John. In the chat, you're right. It was Getty, John Paul Getty.
All right, yeah.
Who released the red kites and that. I think.
But anyway, yeah. So I'm having a couple of burgers. So
right. Do you know the first big difference I noticed about doing burgers, right, in the air fryer is they are not dry. Not at all. They don't dry them out.
All right. So what would happen if you done Bird's Eye burgers in an air fryer? Where would the fat go?
I don't know, because I wouldn't buy Bird's Eye ones. But I do prefer for like barbecue. I do prefer the ones with like onion in them because they've got like a bit more like flavour.
So what you got? Then you got frozen burgers. Is that what you got? Is it?
Yeah, but I've got barbecue sauce, so I might put barbecue
sauce.
Yeah,
you live in the good life.
HP brown sauce. Might have one of them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Do you remember Frank Bruno on the advert?
Yeah,
I'm not HP.
Yeah. Brilliant. Do you put any relish in your burger or anything like that, you know?
No, as I say.
Hey, I love a good chicken burger on a brioche bun with mayo and lettuce. Yummy. Yeah, man.
Some ground black pepper. You know, a couple of baked beans on it.
Baked beans in a burger?
Yeah, why not? A fried egg.
The chat's going mental at that. They're
like, everyone wants fucking burgers now, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
fucking
fucking
brilliant.
burgers.
I wish I never spoke about fucking burgers now, you know.
The finest, and on not a burger, hot dog. The finest. I was in Belgium, in Bruges, Christmas market going back a few years ago, and I had a hot dog there, and it must have been about 18 inches long. It was fucking enormous, you know, proper sausage, not in this fucking
Shit.
stuff, you know. Brilliant, it was beautiful. Don't burn the onions, AK. Oh.
They over that part of Europe, they do a good sausage, don't they?
Yeah. I don't know where
his
he's got.
burgers are ready. Bing!
Burgers on fire. He's burned his burger. So.
Oh shit! The electric's cut out on his oven.
What do you do then, mate?
No.
The internet's gone down.
No, do you know what happened? I got the tin foil out to drain all the fat, and the tin foil hit my phone and cut me off. I wonder why.
You know what you should do with that tin foil? You should make a hat out of it, right?
I knew you was going to say that.
What they're sending like messages through your oven.
I know.
Like you can block them.
So what I was going to say is, have you tried a Verdi burger?
A Verdi burger? What's a Verdi burger?
Right, it's American, right? They do them at American football matches, right? They get a ice ring donut, slice it in half and fry it. Then they put a burger with onion and cheese on it.
Did you say a donut?
It's called a donut burger, but they call it a Verdi burger. Did you not hear it? Have you not heard of that?
No, I don't get out much.
No, but what about a hot dog with jam, cheese, and onion? No, strawberry jam. No, honest.
No.
Strawberry jam and hot dog? No, that's a bit
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Years ago, I was at a party at a mate's house, and there was loads of people there, and I cooked them, right? And people, they said, no, that's disgusting. But when they tried it, they wanted another one. Put it that way.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Jam on a hot dog? I've never ever heard that in my fucking life.
But you got to have fried onion and like a strong cheese on it. See, it's called sweet and savoury, isn't it? Basically.
I don't think I could go for that, to be honest with you. Jam in a fucking hot dog, no.
Well, as I said, people thought that's disgusting, but they wanted more. I wonder why. I don't know.
I wonder why.
I do wonder why they want more of that and all.
We are all wondering why.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
hot dog, no. I cannot do that.
Is Chris right in Spain?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice one, Chris.
I told him, enjoy your holidays. Stay off here until you get back home. Fucking hell.
Where in Spain? Do you know where he is in Spain?
Yeah, he put it on his channel somewhere. De Mars, eh? What do you call it?
Wreck the Mars.
Have they got their power back yet in Spain?
I don't know.
Wreck the Mars, wreck the Mars, something like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't it Spain and Portugal with no power? Everything's shut down.
When? No.
No, about a week ago.
Oh, that's sorted out, doesn't it? Yeah.
I think it was like middle of last week. I think about 10 days ago-ish.
Yeah. Even people's phones were shutting down when they're fully charged. That's strange, that, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
I deal with some Spanish and Portuguese like through my work, and I ain't really like last week. The ones I bumped into, they were like, for like stuff I'd ordered and deliveries and whatnot for work. They were like, unexpected when they arrived because of that getting the power outage over there. So their offices couldn't let them know, give them any information and that.
Yeah. What's that avatar, AK? What's that avatar you got there now? First one, the woman of the woman. Who's the woman?
What one?
I know she is. She's out of that film, isn't she?
Oh, what? That one?
No, the one before.
Well, the crow was the other one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That bird there. She's out of a film.
Terminator 3.
Yeah, the third one. Yeah.
Christina Lockyer.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Terminator 3.
Chris is doing a brothel tour in Spain, apparently. He's got one of them cards you stamp, and once he gets the 11th bunk up for nothing.
All right.
And he's got another one for the STD clinic. After 10 visits, the 11th one is free at the STD clinic.
All right.
I used to put up my Ty, when did you realise your life was a gay nightclub for old-age pensioners and aliens? Fucking hell, I swear you come up with those fucking things. Yeah, Chris, he's going to enjoy himself. I think he's gone out for 10 days. And I think he'll enjoy himself.
Nice. So, has anyone seen Richard Upton?
Not at all.
Right.
Nah.
I did say the other day, me and Upton never seen eye to eye, but I do wish him well. I hope he's okay. Not seen him around. So, Upton, if you are listening, I hope you're well, boy.
There you go.
See eye to eye, I don't like to see anybody in any sort of problems or issues like that.
I did read in a chat that his YouTube channel has been updated or something's changed, a photo or something or other.
Okay.
So like, the rumor surrounding his death might not be correct. Right. And like, I hope all is good, Richard Upton.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people, if they're not seen him yet for a long time, know he's dead.
Oh, that's funny. A rumor saying he's dead.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, really?
That's what's been going around, AK. Yeah.
Really?
It's like he's dropped off the face of the earth. But he I won't go into details, but he may have had one or two obvious health reasons, health issues going on. So like, it wasn't unimaginable that he'd croaked it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I hope he ain't, and he's doing all right. And I've always had a bit of banter with him.
Good on it.
But he does like the wrong on channels, doesn't he? Old Upton. Like Nathan's, for example.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that time he porn bombed, and I thought, no, you can't. I just fell out with him. I fell out with him after that, then, because
he let himself down there, but I think he regretted it. And
I got nothing against him, and I hope he's well. And if he's got an issue, I hope he's on the mend.
Yeah,
I like to see anybody getting fucking hurt like that or in pain.
GY Trucker says, I heard Upton came to the UK for some reason.
Yeah, I just read that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there was a lot going on in Spain for him.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been on some silly channels, and he said a lot of silly things, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the tourists around here do my head in. I can't abide tourists. But the weird thing is, like, anyone who works in tourism, right? I think that they all seem to be like a happy, because everyone's there to have fun on holiday. So anyone who works in tourism is always like surrounded by people living their best life. And like part of the project I'm doing for myself is kind of, there's going to be like tourists. So I'm going to have to be like, change my demeanor about them or fake it, which I'm shit at. But if the till is going ka-ching, 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 then I'm sure I can adapt.
Yeah, well.
They do my fucking head in. It starts at Easter. You start seeing them. Yeah.
You're gonna get them. That's a nice avatar. What's that? That's where the three wise men lived, is it?
Is that a Toblerone, AK?
Well, you're close.
What is it?
Blue chocolate.
Well, it's a picture of
Oh,
pyramids.
pyramids.
Yeah. With
just lately, I heard that they were like originally like covered in like a lime, like white, like smoothed off. You know, you couldn't see the stones.
Yeah, and the top originally was pure gold, but over the hundreds and hundreds of years, they slowly took it all away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the pharaohs and that is there pharaohs in them or was in them?
No, there was never no pharaohs or mummies found. They were found about 100 miles away underground.
But so the Egyptians had actually when the Egyptians come about, they'd actually used the pyramids for other purposes or something. I don't know.
Well, they could have used them for religious purposes, but the Egyptians found the pyramids because they never made them. Right. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, we couldn't make them nowadays, let alone 13,000 years ago.
So this is like a strong theory you've got, right?
Oh yeah.
Right now, I'm thinking about going to Egypt for a little bit of a holiday.
All right.
Is there a YouTube channel that supports your theory that I can go and like listen to? You know, like is there
Well, Brian Forrester, for one. He don't work for the government, by the way. He don't. He's an archaeologist, and he explains even now that, I mean, we couldn't create them nowadays. I mean, but at school they tell you they were created 4,500 years ago, but that's just a lie, because the schools are run by the government anyway, all around the world. So they've got certain things to say, but they're not going to tell you the truth, are they?
Are you still believe along the lines of aliens that done the pyramids?
Yeah, well, I've always believed that ever since I became a starseed. Over 10.5 years ago now.
What year did you become a starseed?
Well, work it out.
Well, I don't know.
So 10 years ago, what year would it be? Say.
Are you asking me?
2015.
You're asking me to answer my own question to you about you.
No, I'm just saying I never made a note of when I became a starseed.
Right.
Because when I did, I lost everything.
Hey, Tim, you get to see him, Ed.
You know what I mean?
Was it a gradual process then?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You know, first, there's certain traits about being a starseed. First, you lose, if you're not married, you lose your girlfriend or your wife. Then you lose friends. Then you lose your job.
You said you lose your friend or your wife. How about if you had a boyfriend? Would you lose your boyfriend as well?
Well, I don't know. I'm not that way inclined.
Right. Okay.
No.
Did you meet up with?
Because I was married.
Do you meet up with other starseeds? Do you have like little
No, but there's a lot on the planet in different countries.
Right. Have you met?
A lot of starseed, they call it a mission. Right. So they're like loners.
Yep.
But they speak to people on different panels. Basically, it's about waking up, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying, basically, it's called waking up.
I'm sure I asked you before, and didn't you say it was a near-death experience that you became a starseed? Wasn't that what you said?
Yeah.
I remember that. And you said some people are born to it or something. Wasn't
Well, there's two ways, and I've said this on many panels. You can either be born one, or you can have a trauma and come back as one, if you're lucky.
A curry?
Yeah, a trauma.
Oh, I thought you said a korma.
Trauma.
Right, I'm with you. Yeah.
No, I don't mind if you want to. I don't mind if you want to take the piss. It's up to you.
No, because we was talking about burgers, and then you was talking
yeah,
about
well, I'm not going to switch from burgers to a trauma to fucking korma, am I?
You're making me hungry now. I keep going on about this food.
If you have a korma, right, you need plenty of coriander on it. You know what I mean? And mango chutney.
I love coriander.
Yeah. See, then you got me on food again.
Yeah.
John has asked you a question. Are you building a swimming pool?
I think John is James Jameson.
Yeah.
And he's information gathering about me.
Oh, right.
He's got a dossier. Right. Yeah, he's got a thick. He said, I heard him saying to someone, he's got a thick dossier on me. So I try not to give him any information.
There you go.
So I thought he was going to say. I thought he was going to say he's thick as shit.
So I can neither deny nor confirm that I'm doing a wild swimming lake.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Oh yeah, okay. I was thought of like a question. You know, I said, do you know any other starseeds? But do you communicate with any other starseeds, or have you communicated with them?
No, I wouldn't say I have. Astral projection means you can travel.
I mean, like, you know, by the telephone, or like, is there a starseed forum?
No.
Right. Okay.
No. But people have tried to told me about links to speak to other starseeds. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some on YouTube who say they're a starseed, and basically they say the same kind of thing.
So the links at the pyramids, they're starseeds.
What do you mean, the links?
You said about people have told you about the links. The ones in Egypt.
No.
Right. Okay.
They never mentioned the pyramids. But I believe it was to do with the Anunnaki. They're Sumerian gods. That's what I believe in. Tyrone's heard this before.
Right. Is Tyrone an expert on it?
No, he's asked me before and I've explained it.
Right.
But
you have
unless he's a starseed himself, but there you go.
Can Welsh people be starseeds?
Anyone can.
Okay.
But I mean, anyone. That's a wrong statement, Eric. I got to pull you up on that.
Well, not really. No, not if they.
Anyone can they? Because you said
no. If anyone can, Ali can. Get it?
All right. Because you're either born one, or you have
or you have a trauma. So if someone has a trauma, if they get knocked down and it's life-threatening, and they go to hospital and their heart stops, but then the hospital brings them back, they could potentially be a starseed.
So is that a near-death experience, like almost dead?
Well, if your heart stops, I think you died, but then, you know, think of Flatliners. I mean, that's an old movie, but there's a remake. But yeah,
was that Kiefer Sutherland? Was it Kiefer Sutherland in that?
Is what?
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, that's the remake, isn't it?
I don't know whether I've seen the original.
Oh no, that's the original. Then there was a remake, Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, I get a lot of people. I mean, Crinkle's one of them. He's always asked the same question. So he said to me, So when you have this trauma, and I call it conscience, when you die, your conscience leaves your body and a new conscience comes in from a different dimension to basically take over. But you still remember the ones you love, but it's your way of thinking and believing about, i.e., war, the governments. I mean, I wasn't into it before my accident, but something happened. And I mean, I despise it, war and the governments. I never vote.
Well,
they're all corrupt because it's money and power, basically.
Lorette de Mar, was that? That's what he said. Yeah.
Lorette de Mar. Yep.
There you are. That's what he is.
Looking it up. Looking it up.
He's been. I think he's been there. He went there last year as well, I think. But he got arrested.
So Tyrone, why don't you look up Starseed?
What was he arrested for?
The pee in the street.
No.
Yeah, and he was.
Oh my God! Do you know what? Like, other countries are available. Britain makes the worst fucking tourist, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What are you thinking, Chris?
I know.
Pissing in the street, you dirty dog! That's so disrespectful.
AK Henry Crinkle was you on YouTube on American channel, he said. AK. Do you see that, AK?
Yeah, I'm here. What is it?
Just right, let's put there. AK Henry Crinkle was pretending to be you on YouTube channel on American YouTube.
Oh, why would you do that?
Well, why would he do anything? You know,
no, I know.
Chris Wright, it seems to me you've just gone to Spain to watch YouTube and piss in the street.
Yeah. Take time off, Chris. You're on holiday. Chill out. Don't worry about YouTube.
What's the strongest glue you can get?
I don't know. Gorilla glue is strong, isn't it? And
is it?
Course,
well, that might do over Crinkle's mouth, don't you think?
That's like polyurethane. Gorilla glue is good actually for like joints.
Yeah.
It sort of a little bit as well. Yeah. But a cascamite is very strong. That's the powder you have to knock up.
Is that where you mix it up with
it's water.
It's like mixing up like a type of resin stuff, is it? Does it go into that sort of thing when it just goes really rock hard? Then
that's might be like a 2-part epoxy you're thinking of. You get an activator.
That's glue stuff.
Yeah, glue stick knows. Evo stick.
Yes, Chris, you have a good holiday, Chris, and come back on the tubes when your holiday's over. That's the best thing to do, mate.
I was in the police cells for 9 hours. Well, that wasn't long enough.
You can't go in the street, Chris. You cannot.
Did you get fined, Chris? I mean, I admit, when I was in Thailand, I had to do that. I had to go for, I'll go like down an alleyway and out of sight, and like behind a bush, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Chris Wright is like squatted, curling one out in the fucking street, and then dragging himself along.
I think he learned his lesson when he got locked up for 9 hours. I think you can't just go abusing other countries. Fucking, we've got to behave ourselves. That's the thing.
I used to like Evo stick. I used to do a lot of laminating.
I've not heard that for a long time. Evo stick.
I thought he was going to say glue snipping.
Is that the white stuff? You mean? I'm sure.
No, it's like a clear maple syrup consistency, a bit thicker than maple syrup, and like you spread it out on the cabinet, and you spread it out on your laminate, and you let them dry. You let them go touch dry, and then you like put them to. It's contact adhesive.
Right.
It's pretty strong. Yeah.
I can't remember the old carpenter I used to work with, Cliff. and it was like it's the size of a very liquid bottle, you know, a brown one, the old ones.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was white. It was white. The glue was white, you know.
Oh, right, yeah, that's PVA probably.
Yeah, you always using all the joints and everything. You'd stick it on there, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. PVA that is, and it dries clear. And you can and like you can wash it off as well. You know what I mean? You can like you know, use loads and just like wash it off with like.
Big up Blue Snipper, yeah. Big up Blue Snipper, good guy. Yeah. We pretend he's a nice guy, Glue.
Yeah, I like seeing Glue Snipper on panels. He's
he's good guy. Yeah. Big up the Snipper fam. Yeah. So AK, you were going to ask me something about a starseed just before we started went off the rails a bit there. So what was you going to say?
No, I think I said it, didn't I?
All right, okay.
How long's Chris been in Spain so far?
Oh, he only went on the week a couple of days ago, I think, 2 days.
Yeah. So you've been out romancing the ladies of the night in Spain, Chris? You've been giving him your best chat up lines, you know, in negotiations.
I had a lady on the panel the other day. I don't know if you've seen it.
I ain't seen your lines for ages.
Oh, there was she was from Hawaii.
Oh, I saw that lady. Yeah.
Hawaii.
She was trying to fix Chris up with a bird. Trying to get him to give us his age and his.
I loved her accent.
Yeah.
She was like, "I'm 5'3" and I weigh this much," and
that's it. You got it. Yeah.
Yeah. She was a little firecracker, wasn't she?
Lily something or other. Lily.
That's it. Yeah. And when she put a camera on, she had like this like magnificent smile. I thought, she's good laugh. Yeah.
I unfortunately I kicked her off 3 times because the first time she came on, she hadn't typed in the chat, so she was in the back there. I brought her on, you know, sort of slowly, and then somebody typed the chat as Crinkles. I kicked her off, and she came back.
She was cool. I liked her.
Yeah, she was good. Yeah, she was very good. Very pleasant woman. Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. I remember now. She was talking to Chris and like she was trying to like sort of find out about Chris and dating and whatnot, and
get him up and trying to find a bird for him.
No, stick to the hookers, Chris. I think you can have more success there.
Although he pays a fortune out for them for the night, it's cheaper in the long run.
That's a weird thing, isn't it? Like that transaction. It's like the oldest profession and all that palaver.
He's out there now. He'd find a nice senorita, won't you, Chris?
I don't know if I can go on the chat.
How did the burger go down, AK? Do you have at it?
Hold on, I'm just looking at the chat. Sorry.
Okay.
Sometimes it don't let me on it. Sometimes it does.
We all want to know what sauce you had on your burger. Was it the HP, the barbecue?
Barbecue.
Right.
Roxy,
Well, I've had one already, but can have the other one soon. You know
what I sometimes do over here, right? This is a Humans culinary tip. Over here, right? We don't really they don't have like pickle really. Like you might get it somewhere. You might get they do have like a fig pickle kind of thing, which goes with like foie gras and things like that. But you can't buy like normal pickle or relish, right?
Well, you can buy a piccalilli.
So what I do, I get barbecue sauce, finely chop up onion, right, and that is my pickle. Because I bring pickle back from England, big jars, and that's what I use if I manage to get a bit of cheddar or something.
Right. So, how would you make seafood sauce? How would you do it if you never had it already made up in a jar?
What, like a rosemary sauce?
Well, it's like for a
Mary
prawn
Rose
cocktail.
sauce.
You know, like
Yeah,
prawn
yeah.
cocktail.
That's
Yeah.
Mary Rose sauce.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Worcester sauce is a must, and
yeah.
you can put brandy in it as well, right? With ketchup.
Ketchup, right? That's the one I was waiting for. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. I know. That's what I've done that as a youth. I've done the old City and Guilds and all that as a chef.
City and Guilds, all right.
Yeah, I hated it. It was all right, you know, at the time, and then I thought, oh, and then I was like the chef in a restaurant at a young age, like the main chef, and I was like, fucking hell.
Right, so I've got a question for you, right? So a lot of chefs put two ingredients in when they do vegetables like peas, carrots,
right.
You know, and so on, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think the two ingredients are?
Well, I think mint, like fresh mint chopped up, goes nice with peas.
Mm-hmm.
And with carrot, this is I like quite bland food, really. I mean, I like Asian food. I love Asian food, street food, whatnot. But I like, you know, when I do chicken, I don't add much to it. But anyway, going back to the veg, a bit of salt with the peas as well. But with the carrots, a bit of salt, and do you know what else? A bit of sugar.
Well done. Well, they're the main two, salt and sugar. Yeah,
And
a lot of chefs do
that's
that.
why I like roasted carrots, because it caramelizes it with the natural sugars, and that
exactly,
is actually,
Everyone's going to be hungry now, you know that.
And do you know what, AK? If you do that in your air fryer when you get one, right?
Yeah.
The carrots in the air fryer with the potatoes, like little roast potatoes.
Right, so I've got another one. This is,
but
I don't know.
What you do, you hardly use what? Just sorry to interrupt, but you hardly use any oil, fat, or whatever. But what I do, I use duck fat. Melt it a little bit in a bowl. I eat a lot of garlic, so I bung a bit of garlic in, bung the potatoes and the carrots in like a stainless bowl, and like flick them around in that, in the air fryer.
Yeah. Or you can put it in the oven. Yeah.
Well, no one's using ovens, mate.
I am, but I'm just saying. So if you had gravy, right? There's one ingredient what enhances gravy. What do you think it is?
What, real gravy?
Yeah, or I'm talking about if you got Bisto, right? You can add.
Right.
You can add
some gravy. This is right. If I had to, like, I don't really. Bisto's a bit. I think you can taste like the fucking the chemical granules and that. But rosemary goes nice in it.
Right. So can I tell you what I would do? And I knew a lot of chefs in London who used to do it. They put a cube of dark chocolate in it.
They want gravy.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Nope. That's a fact.
They do it out here in stews and that, right?
And yeah. I'm a bit worried about you. You have jam on your fucking hot dogs and chocolate and gravy.
No, but I'm not lying. I'm not lying. They do.
No, I know. I've heard of chefs doing it. A bit of black dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Like high cocoa percentage.
Yeah.
And like stuff like that. But over here, in a rustic do, a hump do actually, someone put it in what's called a civet, which is basically a stew, but it was like either wild boar, roe deer, or something. And they put too much in, and it was horrible. So you've got to be reserved if you're putting it in.
Yeah, it only takes one little cube. If you put too much in, it just overpowers it.
Oh, you put a fucking tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just.
It was unedible.
Exactly, yeah.
But, So what other culinary tips have you got for us, AK, today?
Well, no, I don't know if you like. See, when you get a nice bit of brisket, if you rub mustard all over it, then put it in an oven or air fryer, you know, because not a lot of people use ovens. I do, but and then roast it like that. That's nice.
Yeah. I used to do my steaks like that, like smear mustard on, and then like when it's in the pan, put mustard on the other side. But I do like chicken with just knock up your own honey and mustard.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Or if you get a half a lamb leg, and then you rub, say, mint jelly all over it or mint sauce all over it, then bake it. Same principle.
Same principle. Yeah.
I like
different flavour.
You like it glazed, didn't you? You like getting glazed.
Roxy. Yeah. Oh, I just love mint sauce on it. Any Sunday lunch. When I very rare I have a Sunday lunch, but if I have one, if I go out and got a mint sauce on it, I don't care what meat is on the plate. If it's chicken, lamb, beef, pork, I just got a mint sauce with it. You know?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, the other one, other than mint sauce, is red currant. You get it in a jar. If you smear that all over and bake it, you can have.
My missus likes horseradish, but no, I can't eat stuff like that. No, I don't like horseradish. Now, AK, knowing the part of the world you live in, AK, have you had a fried Mars bar?
Oh,
yes, I have.
Yeah, and what are they like?
Well, it's very sweet,
yeah.
but again, savoury. That's a Scottish thing. Yeah, because I live in Scotland anyway. But no, it was all right.
Was it love that took you to Scotland?
What do you mean?
Like relationship? Is that what took you that?
Yeah, originally, yeah. That's why I'm still here. Because I've got my daughters here, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I respect you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd rather be close to my daughter than 600 miles away. Although I've got family in London, but they're all right. You know what I mean?
Any grandchildren?
Not yet.
You got grandkids, Tyrone, ain't you?
Yeah, I got 6 grandkids. Yeah.
Are they bleeding you dry?
They just. Right, yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't change the world. You know, I'd love them to bits. You know, wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest things in life, being a parent and a grandparent. You know, can't fault it.
Yep. True story.
I was there for 2 of the boys. I was there for their births. You know, and watching them being born, what an experience. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, I see mine spat out.
Fantastic.
I can't remember which one, but he flew out. That catch him. He flew out that quick.
Well, the second one would come out very quickly, you know.
I think it was the second one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Fuming, have you tried? Because I used to work in the catering business in London. Obviously, I won't talk about because I've said it before. I worked at the Guildhall, Goldsmiths Hall.
I know you don't like talking about it, but yeah, carry on.
I've tried a lot of cuisines like alligator. Obviously, you've tried snails, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't like. In fact, I don't think I've ever tried snails, normal snails, but I like sea snails.
Yeah, whelks. Yeah.
Like
escargot, isn't it? It's called escargot, isn't it?
Well, I did used to have a capri, and I took it back to the body shop, and I said, "Can you put like the go past the stripes down it and the S sign on the capri?" And they said, "Why?" I said, "Well, when I'm bombing about, people can say, look at that escargot."
Yeah. Very good. No, I eat a lot of snails, especially when I go on holidays, you know, and
Yeah. Are they sea snails or are they like?
no garden snails, but you can't taste them because they're always in garlic, you know. So you
Yeah.
just taste the garlic and anyway. But
I went to God, how long ago was it? I think it might have been in end of last summer. Is like a night market I go to. Like it's on every year, but I might not go for a couple of years anyway. But I went last year, and as I was like found somewhere to park. It's a massive. It's the whole town. There's like the brass bands on. There's probably 2 or 3 brass bands on. 3 or 4 stages with bands on. Loads of like eateries, and do you know what I mean? It's massive.
yeah,
So as I was walking up, all I could smell was this heavy garlic smell. It was beautiful. And it was just that a big, massive, you know, the big paella for like fucking 100 people, like pans.
Yeah.
They were doing, and the queue for the snails was like a long old queue. But it smelled nice, but no.
What about frogs' legs? Have you tried them?
yeah.
Yeah, I have frog's eggs like now and again.
Yeah, it's
I
like
first had them in England when I was apprentice chef. They had like a French night on, and they had frog's legs. I tried them then, and they was like just like fucking the skinniest bit of chicken.
yeah, it tastes like chicken. I had them in Paris.
Yeah, but the Chinese have them. The Chinese all have frog's legs here, and they're like deep fried, and they probably come from China anyway. They're all right, but there's not a lot on them.
I know the Americans down south eat a lot of frogs' legs but they're fucking massive frogs' legs. You know these bloody big these big bullfrogs.
Bullfrogs, yeah.
You know
I love watching the documentaries where they're like trapping alligators.
Yeah, same here. I love all that. Yeah.
What's that? What's that fish in Japan? Right, if they don't cook it or cut it right,
yeah. Pufferfish. It is.
Is it the blue pufferfish?
Any pufferfish is poisonous. You've got to remove. I think is it the gallbladder or something like that. It's
but if they don't cook it right,
no, it's deadly.
You can it can be nasty.
I see pufferfish when I was diving in Thailand a month ago.
Yeah.
Boxfish, pufferfish. I see a pufferfish dead on as well and they're meant to be worth. I don't know what they do with them, but I did see someone say they're worth money then, dead or alive.
Yeah, I mean the most expensive fish now I think is the tuna, isn't it? Because and the thing is, you know, there's tuna now in British waters, but you're not allowed to catch them and keep them. You know.
You're not.
No, this bloody, but they're massive. They caught these giant bluefins. You know, if you go to sell them to Japan or something like that, you're talking thousands and thousands of pounds. You know.
Yeah.
But no, you can't catch them in this country. You're not allowed to catch them and keep them.
I reckon one of the best places. There's quite a few in London.
Hey,
pie mash and eels.
Yeah, eel liquor.
Yeah, that's it.
I do like pie mash.
But you got to have the eels with it. Well, if you can stomach it. But
have you had jellied eels and AK?
Sorry?
Have you had jellied eels? You know, they say if you're from London, you have jellied eels, you know.
Yeah, but in pie mash shop, they do jellied eels or stewed eels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the stewed eels you get, or you can get the jellied eels take away in a tub.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's obviously it's surrounded by jelly, but you don't. But the bone, you got to watch out for the bone in the eel. You know what I mean?
My mate, he made a lot of money fishing for eels.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was down here as well. He goes, "Oh, that river." So I'm on like a big river. And he goes, "Oh, I bet there's eels in there." It's you know, it's one trap mind for eels.
Can't they talk about desserts? Creme brulee. That's a nice dessert. Creme brulee.
Yeah. I love creme brulee. Yeah.
When you get the brown sugar,
We're on to desserts now.
put it under the grill and then take it out, let it set, and it's all crispy when you break into it, and then you get the creme brulee underneath. That's excellent.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Do you know what brulee means?
Isn't it a mixture of eggs and milk, or obviously?
Brulee means burn.
Yeah.
So it's the sugar burnt on top.
Yeah, that's right. They burn the sugar on top, don't they?
I admit, I never knew that. I admit that.
We've got a strange guy in here now. I don't know. He's some sort of strange.
Underneath it's like creamy.
Pork chop. How you doing, pork chop?
How you doing, Tyrone, my Welsh brother?
There you are. Talking about food, and we got pork chop on the channel.
Pork chop and apple sauce. You can't beat that.
I'm going. I'm not staying on the panel with pork chop.
Ready off you, mate.
How are you?
I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. I'm having a nice chilled out day, so.
Why not, mate? I'm just having a fag break, mate. I've just been sat out in sun, so I've got open myself a cold lager, so I'm happy now, mate.
Yeah. How many fags a day do you have?
Only 2, mate.
And how many cigarettes?
Just 1.
How many fags a day?
You know me, Tyrone. I don't tell no porcupines.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
What time do you knock off on a Friday?
On a Friday, 12:30, my mate.
12. Oh, so you finished work already?
Yeah, finished at 12:30, right, mate. Yeah, I know. Sorted the missus out, done some shopping for her and that, you know what I mean? All's good now. It's time for me to relax now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we got planned for the weekend?
Oh, I don't know. It's going to be nice. Do you know what? I might go fishing or metal detecting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, football season's come to an end now, Porky, so you can't go and watch your beloved team now.
I'm keeping my eyes out for a metal detector, for one of them Garrett Aces or something that pop up now and again.
Good starting machine, then, fuming. Good starting machine, mate. You can't go wrong with one.
Yeah, just for like around my own place and that. It's difficult to do. You've got to get a lot of permission to do it.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yes, beautiful serendipity. I couldn't say it before. I know now, but yeah, I love you too. Respect. Look at that. She loves a pork chop.
Yeah, she's a lovely person. Beautiful person.
You know what I mean?
My mate's nagging me to death to come on my place with his metal detector, but like, you know,
I don't see the point in it. You've got to give all the treasure back to government.
Well, I'm a greedy fucker. You know what I mean? I want it all, so I'm going to buy a metal detector.
Yeah, how much are they roughly?
Well, I mean, if you want a good one, it's going to cost you a few £200.
Well, yeah, it's like the Garrett Ace what fuming is going for. You for a second hand when you're talking about £200 brand new, £300 at the most.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But they're good machine to start with. It's like my machine and not Macro Legend. I paid £800 for that.
Yeah. So that's like bells and whistles and.
Oh yeah, it makes you brewing everything. Rolls you a ciggy while you're upfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember Sparky got one, but I don't think he's ever used his.
I know he just struggles, doesn't he, Sparky? But you know what I mean. It'd do him doing the world of good to get out there. Our Sparks, he'd love it.
I don't see the point if you're going to give the treasure back to government, though.
Well, this is it. It's only like the older stuff. I get it. I do get it, and I've always declared it. All my older stuff I've found, and then if the museum don't want it, they'll send it back to you, so you do get to keep it. But if they want it, they'll offer you a price.
Right, their price. You can't negotiate.
What's the best thing you found, Porky? I know you told me before, but I can't remember.
Oh, there's that many best things I've found. Is unbelievable. From Roman coins.
What's the most expensive thing you found?
The most expensive thing I've found was, it's got to have been me hammered long cross penny, and I think it's worth about, I can't remember who it were now, but it's worth about £1,000. But like I said, my best finds are obviously my hammered coins, Roman coins that I've got. I've got like my gold sovereign, my half a sovereign that I found. That's bang. Nice. I love it. That's my first ever gold coin I've ever found, and I tell you what, it's in pride of place, mate. It's locked away.
What royalty is on that?
Edward VII, mate.
Right.
He was only on the throne 10 years.
Yeah. So that's got to be worth like about 350. Well, in pounds, maybe about 350, 320.
How deep down was he, Porky? How deep down was he?
It was about, I'd say, about 7 inch down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just scraping the surface, then.
Well, yeah.
If you're in a farmer's field, haven't you got to give the farmer something, or if you find treasure?
Well, I always let the landowners know what I found, and it's like in that field I found a gold sovereign. I found 2 silver rings as well, and obviously they've got horses there, and horse riders go on the farm. So I took the rings back before I found the gold sovereign. I took the rings back to the landowner. I says, ask any of the ladies if they've lost a ring I've found too. Like that. So she kept hold of them for a week, and she asked them all, and they all said no, they hadn't lost them. So she coming back and give them me and said, you keep them, these silver rings. So like one's like a silver wedding band from the 60s.
Yeah.
Another one's another ring with a diamond in it. So she said keep them, and then when I found the gold sovereign, I took it straight to her, and her husband had not long passed away, bless him. So I took it to her. I said, I've just found this in this bottom field, the gold sovereign. And she went, all right, you keep it, don't you worry about it, you keep it, love, you found it. And I went, are you sure? And she went, yeah, you crack on. I thought, what a beautiful lady.
Was sat near you then, Porky, or somewhere you travel for that?
It's near me. I didn't travel too far, man. It was right under where I found it. We're right underneath a Roman tower, like a tower. It's called Knight's Head Pike, and it's near a pike. We're on the field underneath that, and apparently back in like the early 1900s, that's where they used to sit coming from the factories. Used to sit there and eat the dinners.
The fuck's that noise?
So I think what it'll be, someone who's just been paid the wages from the factory, sat there, had the dinner, fell out of the pocket, and I found it. I bet they got a battering when they got home off the missus.
Hey, Kate, you ever done any metal detecting?
Sorry?
Hey, Kate, have you ever done any metal detecting?
No, I don't have to.
How are you? Good to see you. Not seen you for a while. Good to see you.
Well, I don't have to because months ago I found something at the bottom of my stairs. I went out for a walk and I seen something shining, and I took a screenshot of it and put it through a lens, and it come up straight away, metal meteorite, right?
Right.
And it looks so similar to the one what I found at the bottom of my steps. And I mean, no one works with any machinery around where I live, so, and it wasn't there the day before, so I've got it in my hand now. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Right, hold up.
Some nice meteorites, isn't there?
All right. Yeah.
Right,
I see it. Yeah.
So
the meteorites, they're valuable, aren't they? There's value in that, isn't there?
Yeah. So then the back is smooth, but then it's like burnt on that side, and it's really heavy. Can you see that?
Yeah. Looks good, that AK, lad.
Yeah.
Does it look like a proper meteorite for you, Pork Chop?
Pardon, say that again, Fuming.
Does it look like the real McCoy or a lump of lead?
No, I can't see. It doesn't look like lead. It doesn't.
I know what lead looks like, and it's not.
Lead won't bubble like that. You know, where it's got the holes in it, like it's burnt.
Yeah.
Right. Is it very hard metal? Is it very hard? Can you not like mark it with your thumb or thumbnail or nothing?
No, and I've tried to break it, but it's so heavy, and I don't know. It's weird.
I thought meteorite was like in my mind's eye, like it was more stone sort of thing.
No, but you get different kinds of meteorites. But when I put that in, it said metal meteorite.
James has got a good question. Did you find it? Do you think it come from Uranus?
Well, that's called Uranus.
Right.
So I don't know why everyone keeps saying that.
It's funny.
Well, I found it at the bottom of my steps. So
Ali W said, I found a lamp at the bottom of my garden and give it a rub, clean made. Vicious. I woke up with 6.
I like it when people come out with stuff like that. You know what I mean? Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at Lorette Lamar on the map.
Yeah.
How did Chris Wright get down to Lorette Lamar? Did he fly?
Yeah. His arms were still at the end, he told me.
He had some bingo wings.
Yeah, I think he flew from Liverpool, from Manchester. He flew. Yeah, I think.
Where to Barcelona or to?
I don't know where that is. To be honest, what part of Spain?
A bit north of there. I've been there. Started, Bay de Rosas, Cadax. I've been there.
I've just got back from Spain. It were bloody hot and they're fishing. Them blue sparkle trout, man, they're crazy fish.
Where did you go?
Me, just on the coastline near Granada.
It's down the south, isn't it, Granada?
I didn't really, mate. I'm having a joke.
Oh,
I finished work today after I remember. I wouldn't have got there and got back when I'd done some fishing.
I thought you said like I didn't catch what you said. I thought you said last week or something.
Nah, mate, no. But I did find a wicked video today. You know, like in a big rave nightclub, over 1,000 people all chanting "Kia Starmer's a wanker."
So I put it back where
Starmer's a wanker.
What's the statue of AK?
Oh, that's the Cyrus, Egyptian goddess.
Right.
So that's where that's where I put that. The meteorite just at her feet. And I've got them.
Aliens.
Speak no evil, see no evil, aliens, yeah.
Yeah.
You know evil.
And the pyramid. There you go.
Yeah. I thought it was monkeys, not fucking aliens that did that.
No, aliens do it too.
Do they?
Yeah, of course they do.
Oh.
Is that a 5-sided pyramid?
Is it what?
A 5-sided pyramid.
No, it's 4, but the original pyramid's got the one in Egypt's got 8 sides.
8 sides, eh?
Yeah, because each side dips in the middle.
Right. Say what AK Spiritual Serendipity says there's meant to be 6 or 7 meteors coming very close to Earth tomorrow night. You heard that?
Well, no, it's 5 meteors.
5
or asteroids. They're calling them.
I do love shooting stars. I never ever saw shooting stars in the UK.
I have.
But when I came here, the drive down here, when I first moved down here, I saw loads. It's like, wow, beautiful.
I've seen orbs, blue orbs, orange orbs, white orbs.
I've seen the orb play once at Sheffield.
Yeah.
Sorry, that mummy in Egypt. Yeah.
I want to see him again as well. They're playing with I can't think of the band. The one that done Jurassic Shift. Someone in the chat will know.
No, I don't. What was I going to say then? I can't think. It's gone up my brain.
Well, that's what I took the cams down, the live cams overlooking Egypt, the pyramids, because there were so many orbs above the pyramids, and they didn't want to show the truth.
Society went big, man. I've never been to Glastonbury.
No, not me.
I might have to go.
Yeah,
I might have to go.
It's going to be a good wacky weekend, isn't it?
Is it?
What's there to do there? I'm not talking about the festival, but I'm talking about the town.
Only a lot of drugs and alcohol. No?
I was just about to say it's like mainly drugs, alcohol, and music in it at the festival.
Yeah.
And alcohol. I know that's not the words, but
I like my alcohol, like, you know what I mean, but a full weekend of it now. Back in my younger days, yeah, maybe, but
back in your 50s or whatever, yeah, I can see
you cheeky bastard. I'm only 28.
Yeah. What, stone? Or feet? 28 foot.
Hey, I'm not from Backup. I ain't got 28 feet.
2'8".
How did you day out go, Porky, with Ginge and Mrs. Mama Milo?
Yeah, we're only up there for about an hour. Yeah, but it was brilliant. Yeah, brilliant to meet them. You know what I mean? First time I've met them both, and I tell you what, brilliant people. What can I say?
Yeah.
What did you do with them?
No. I took some printing stuff over because I got rid of all my printing stuff and that, and they were interested. So I give them at like friend's price. You know what I mean? As you do, you look after your mates. And obviously, because my daughter's moving back in with us, so that's where my printing stuff were, up in the spare room.
Oh, right.
So I was clearing all that out. Yeah,
so you didn't want to get rid of it. You had to get rid of it. That's what you mean.
No, I wanted to get rid of it anyway because I don't have time, Tyrone. Like I said, I were finishing work. The wife were finishing work. I were upstairs printing all night. The wife were downstairs making gift sets and stuff with it all what I printed. We weren't finishing till about 11, you know, like sitting down till about 11 at night. It just got too much, mate, especially with family as well.
Is Mama Milo as beautiful in real life as she is on the screen?
Of course she is, mate. Of course she is.
Okay. Right, Tyrone, I'm going to shoot out. I'm going to pop out for a minute. Right.
Hey, how's that, mate? Good to see you. Okay, okay, nice to see you.
No, so they didn't take you out. Did they, like, you know, cook dinner for you while you was there, or go out for a beer?
Anyway, guys, it was good talking to you guys. Cheers.
Yeah,
thank you.
Okay.
See you later. All right, take it easy. Have a good chat.
Yeah,
and that's it. At least no one's arguing on this panel. You know what I mean? Well done.
I like to have a laugh, but not argue, mate.
Yeah. Take care, lads. Cheers.
Take care, mate. Take care.
Yeah, I was driving radio fuming, you know what I mean? So I couldn't have a beer out, you know, out like that. But there will be a time where we will meet and we'll all have a good laugh, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Porky, have you already raced yet with Dobbs?
He's chickens out all the time, doesn't he?
So do you think it's the start of a beautiful friendship?
Well, we've always been friends on here, you know what I mean? We've always been friends on here. This, like I said, first time we've met, but like I said, they're just the same as what you speak to them on here.
Yeah. I don't see it much on here, actually.
Nice
they don't come on much now, mate.
No, they don't. No. I mean, Ginge still does his little films and everything. I do. So yeah. I mean, people think, or somebody said to me today, I think it was Chris Wright said to me, "What's Michelle like?" I said, "I don't know, never met her." "What's Binksy like?" You met Binksy, and they said, "No, I never met her." You know? So they all seem to think I met all these people. I said the only two people I met is Andrew and Landrover.
And Landy, yeah.
I think it's Gypsy Dave that's met everyone in real life.
Oh, he's all over it, Gypsy Dave, loves it.
He's got like dinner sorted for Monday, Tuesday, like round Michelle's on a Sunday for a roast lamb.
Good point there, Freddie Bollocks, mate. Good point. There we are, pork chop.
Right, what did we work?
We checked that after Glastonbury finishes, because I bet you pick up a lot of fucking stuff there.
Hey, it'd be worth it, because I'm not being funny. I know a guy who's metal detected it afterwards, and he says, "Yeah, you pull a lot of fucking shit out, like cans, ring pulls, shit like that." He said, but also he's pulling modern coins out, old coins out, rings, necklaces. He's pulling all sorts out. And he even comes home with good tents that are left there and stuff like that he flogs on.
I just leave them behind, don't I? You know, I wonder if the owner of the Fears goes around with a metal detector or something and picks up on these things. You know.
Well, I think my mate, like one of my mates, I've not seen him for a few years. I used to go metal detecting with him in Doncaster. He knows a farmer of the fields, so
Beavis, his name is.
You know what I mean. So he gets
Michael Beavis.
He gets like first dibs on it. So.
Yeah,
I don't blame him. You know, I walk around there, you're bound to get a few bob and probably rings and all sorts of jewelry, I would imagine.
Oh, there'll be everything, mate. Everything.
Yeah.
I think Vegas Star is it's either the fatty or the feeder. I think, and I think they just come in as my fake account as well.
All right. Can one of the mods check out that one, please, Vegas Star? One of the mods.
It's either fatty or the feeder.
All right. Okay.
Well,
you're getting a few like trolls out there, fuming, Matt.
Yeah, since I've been getting like trolled, right? My subscribers are shooting up. So like, do you know what I mean? Every cloud.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you
still doing your music? Say again, mate.
You still doing your music?
I ain't had time.
Who's a
like in real life, I've got a few penciled in for the end of the year, but like I can't see me getting time to do anything. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard sometimes, mate. It's hard sometimes, and it's do it. I'm the same, mate. I can't be asked doing live streams now. I'll just come on somebody else's panel, have a laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that when you're doing a live stream, it's a lot more hard work than what it is. Yeah. So I just
I could do something on here, but you know, like, but you know what I mean? It's just, it don't seem as much of a pleasure, like, and it's, for me, it's like summer. Do you know what I mean? It's like that make hay while the sun shines.
Yeah.
You know, the days are long. I'm like, you know, making the most of it. And it's getting dark here now. About half 9.
Well.
Exactly, radio, Matt. Exactly.
So today is like a luxury of like do fuck all.
Good. Enjoy yourself, innit?
Yeah. Have a bit.
That's what I do. Friday.
Old Jamaican old Alban and beat up.
Why not, mate? Why not?
I might even do a couple of burgers, AK style. Did you hear him talking about it?
Oh, I tell you what, I can't believe that. Have an hot dog with fucking jam on it.
Hot dog with jam?
Aye, hot dog with fucking jam on it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He has marmalade on his burgers, and he has the ones with the onions in.
Wow.
He smears them with marmalade and then fries them.
Oh,
nah, fuck that. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, he says it's like
AK style. Yeah, you're right, mate.
Star burgers.
Star burgers. Okay, now.
There is probably takeaways in high street takeaways called Star Burger, isn't there?
Yeah, Star Burgers, 3 light years away. That's the last time.
It's only having fucking frozen. They're only frozen ones, man. You know, get the butchers, get some fucking lean mince and make your own fucking big part.
That's what we do with my youngest lad now. He likes making his own burgers, and we get the proper mince, and then he puts like cheese in the middle of them, and then he puts a bit of sauce he likes in the middle of that, and then slap the other one on top, push it all together, and cook it. He loves it.
That's it, you know, banging.
Banging.
Frozen ones, fucking, they're okay, I suppose, but he doesn't like air fryers, AK. Okay.
Well, see, I'm not an air fryer person, really. I'd soon have it done in oven or under grill, you know, or fried. I've always been the same, me. Yeah. Not that I say bad about fryers and that. We've got one because the missus, when she's working, it's quick and easier for kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I have some, it's got to be done, like, you know, like it's like even the George Foreman we've got, I don't use it because it pulls all the fat out of it. I want proper food, you know what I mean?
I don't want it full of fat or fucking porky deer, you know. Fucking hell, that's no good to you, man.
Oh, no, yeah, but I'm a skinny guy, aren't I? I don't put weight on me.
Oh, well, fucking hell. That sounds fucking right, fucking. He said he had half a cup of fat out of the, we didn't say how big the cup was, mine, but
I did try and get that information out of him, Tyrone.
Yeah, it could have been.
He was being very secretive about the size of
I
his
find him. He's okay, you know. I find AK, you know, he's okay. You can have a chat, you know.
Yeah, I don't mind him, me. If that's, it's like I've always said to me, if that's what you believe in that. That's never, I can't say nothing. You know what I mean? But he's had a backlash at me. You know what I mean? And we've had a bit of to and forth.
Yeah. Big pork chop professional Paul Dunn said professional bodybuilder.
Yeah, sorry to speaking to my son about
one thing to understand with AK, he goes to certain channels and they treat him like shit, but he still goes back there all the time, you know. I just don't understand that.
What are you talking about? Channels like Chubby or another one?
Yeah.
I only really see him on Chubby's. Well, I see him on others like fleetingly, but not like he's regular on Chubby, isn't he?
You ever listen to Steve Farthing, Tyrone? He had lots to say today. He always does, and I don't listen to him. Not interested in what he says.
I don't really listen to. I've been on his panel and I might switch it on and that, but there's not much going on.
I used to do it first. I used to talk to him and then he just went all fucking weird. So I've stayed well away.
Landy,
but if he's talking about me, I might get a few more subs. If Steve's talking about me, I might get a few more subs. So, yeah.
Landy, can you check our channel out, see what's happening? But please, I think it's something.
I quite like seeing my subs go up, like slowly but surely. And if anyone mentions me, they always go up, like, you know. It's all right, you know. Like it's a little. I don't know why. I've got no target in mind, but it's quite good.
I miss his Torbs.
Is it endorphins or something? It's like a little endorphin, like high. I don't know.
Well, I'll let you know. I've been sub more or less from beginning radio, lad.
Yeah, I've got my dedicated. I've got my dedicated boys. Pork chops dedicated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't mess about. Does the porky chops? Does he? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pork chop doesn't mess about.
He's just a man of taste, isn't he? He
knows.
Man. He knows what he likes. He sees it. He goes out and gets it, and that's why it's up to me.
And that's why I've got a Rolex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's thought about that fucking Rolex now, is he?
Nate, run with my fucking Rolex.
His Rolex has even got a second hand.
Yeah.
It's a second hand. It's got a second hand one.
You know it. Well, yeah, it is second hand. I bought it off fucking Mike Tyson.
Oh. Where'd you get all this shit from, Porky?
He's got a Mike Tyson watch, a George Foreman grill.
There's a bit of a boxing link going on by
he's subbed to Radio Fuming. He likes all the heavy hitters. That's what I'm
fucking hell.
I've even got a Tyson Fury juice maker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And even Tyson Fury ain't got one of them.
I know, because I invented it. You know what I mean? I've invented the bugger.
Yeah, Bob Marley's socks.
Yeah, Bob Marley's socks.
Rally's on a DT.
He took them off his feet himself.
You know what I mean? That's what happens when you're born in Jamaica, isn't it?
Mind you, that's not a good thing, is it? Mike Tyson, Bob Marley's sock, because he died from like a foot thing, didn't he?
Yeah, but I was. He was my uncle though, weren't he, when I moved away when I was 3.5 from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jamaica, no, she left on her own.
Always. The old ones are the best. I always thought you tan quite easily, didn't you, pork chop? That must be what it is.
Well, that's it. It's in the genes, isn't it? Because I've got Bob Marley's dad's genes.
Right. What make are they? Levi's?
No, they're not actually.
Wrangler?
Lee.
Rustler? Wrangler?
No, the Lee.
Lee
jeans.
Yeah.
How does Bob Marley like his donuts, Poggy? Come on.
We're jamming. I hope you like jamming too. We're jamming.
Yeah. The old ones are the fucking best. Right, you pair of reprobates. I'm going to close down.
No problem. Tyrone.
Tyrone, it's been a pleasure.
Yes,
good to.
It's good to see you, brother.
Good to see you. Good to come on here.
Pleasure to everyone, boys. And AK, it's a pleasure having you up, AK, if you're still listening.
Yeah, big up Radio Fuming, lad. Cheers, Tyrone. Big respect.
Big up.
Mrs. Torbs is going to tell Torbs now to do a live. Because I said so. Tell him, Mrs. Torbs. Porky said, put a fucking live up this sausage.
Confirm. Thanks for popping in. Everyone in the chat, thanks for popping in. Good to see you all. Thanks.
Cheers, mate.
We've had a nice little bit of chat, bit of banter, a bit of a laugh. It's nice and mellow. Big up the chat, big up the mods all day long, and do your own research, people, on anything we've discussed. Don't take anything as genuine. We're all individuals. We've all got our own minds, and do your own research and such like. Anyway, and we'll finish like I always do. Cheers, Edwin, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, Edwin, mate. Thanks everyone for popping in. Cheers, Big Ben. And I'll catch you all again soon. So I'll finish as I always do by saying, be kind to those that are kind to you. If they're not, fuck them. As we say in Wales, people, I'll vow, which is goodbye, and I'll catch you very soon. Have a great weekend, everyone, and God bless you all, and stay safe. I'll vow.